I feel like I'm alone. I feel like I'm unknown to the world that's full of clones. My originality's focused on principalities broken. I'm loaning my heart and soul to the game that's scared to pay it back. And failure is a motherfucker. The strength to go on and believing in another sucker who don't see the vision in you. So you gotta work harder times two. Gotta make it do what it do. With the limited sources you have, your dream is still a find that motivation in you. And
Yo, what is the motherfucking deal? It must be Wednesday. It must be Wednesday because it is your favorite day of the week. We call it Gentlemen's Talk Wednesday where we from. So as you can see, our panel has grown yet again. And it never changes. The name will always remain the same. I am what they call the CEO of FRFO. If you know, you know. They call me Mr. GQ.
I am your friendly neighborhood DJ Michael B.
And as you can see on the bottom of the screen, we got the big homie Josh in the building. So if y'all know, if y'all been following and fucking and rocking with Gentlemen's Talk, man, y'all know we done had the big homie on back in the audio pod days. You know he is also one of the biggest supporters of the show since day zero. So he always been 10 toes down with us. Another LXG brother. So my brother, welcome to the new setup.
Man, I'm just here, man. This is dope, man. Proud of you.
So, shall we do it one time for the people?
Hey, you know, you ain't said nothing but a word to me.
Hold up. God damn it.
One of these days, y'all will keep up and y'all will catch up and y'all will know what it is. But
one of these days, y'all gonna also hear CRMG say. We're gonna say that for another day, though.
Yeah. I mean, this show ain't made for kids, but we gonna be nice to the kids for the time being.
So, yeah, man, I am so hyped today. We're gonna start things a little bit different today, but before we start, GQ, what you drinking on over there?
So this here, ladies and gentlemen, is the Stormcaster Juicy IPA made by Shiner. So you know what it is. This right here is the Shiner Tex X. It is an India Pale Ale brewed with cactus water, sitting at a ripening 5.5% alcohol by volume.
All right. I have what you would call something I just made up not too long ago. It is called Tequila Sunset. I don't know if most of you know, but Tropicana has a Caribbean Sunset juice, and I mixed that with Teremana tequila. Shout out to The Rock one time. And if you ain't had Teremana yet, you sleep.
Yeah, well, go on and wipe the slobber off while you're at it and wake up.
I'm doing so.
Yes, sir.
So from my understanding, it sounded like pre-show. The DJ Michael B said he had something epic for us. So I'm going to go ahead and drop that thing for us one time.
All right, it is time for my segment. Y'all know it. Y'all love it. GQ definitely loves it. This is a thing called a crossover. It is original. It is new.
Sorry.
It is original. It's not new. It's new to people on here now that hasn't been on here before.
Yeah.
But I take something from comic book world, anime world, just fictional world, and I equate it to real life. You know, whether it be sports, coined by GQ, some real talks, you know, anything like that. So here we go. This one is called Living Up to the Hype. I am going to talk about some anime fights that were teased for so long and they lived up to the hype. And what am I going to do? I'm going to cross it into sports and just give you my favorite 5, plus an honorable mention, of course, because we all do honorable mentions. My favorite 5 over here that lived up to the hype when they went pro. Here we go. Y'all want to start at 5 or y'all want to start off at 1 and go in high? Let me know.
Oh, man, started from the bottom, make it up top.
All right, started from the bottom. Now we're here. Number 5.
Okay.
We are going to go to the anime of Dragon Ball. Not Dragon Ball Z, not Dragon Ball Super, Dragon Ball. That's right. I had to take it all the way back. And this one is going to be Goku versus Piccolo Jr., aka the Piccolo all y'all know now. Goku defeated King Piccolo. King Piccolo swore his son was going to take over the world. He spit the egg. That turned to Piccolo Jr. They meet at the World Martial Arts Tournament, and it's one of the best fights in Dragon Ball history. It lived up to everything it was supposed to be. That if you have never seen that fight, you need to go back in time and watch that one time. It's on YouTube. The whole thing is on YouTube.
Yeah, no, that's an absolute fire fight right there.
And not only that, for those of you that don't know, that is the only World Martial Arts Tournament that Goku has ever won. I think that was the 22nd. That's the only one he's ever won.
This is true.
Going on to number 4. We're going to the great anime of Yu Yu Hakusho. And we're going Yusuke versus Toguro. Oh my God. The hype living up to this rematch was intense. And it delivered on epic proportions. For those of you that have never watched Yu Yu Hakusho, I highly recommend you go back and watch it. It is one of the classic animes that came to America on Toonami. So I know these two brothers know all about Yu Yu Hakusho. So there we go.
Way back.
Coming in at number 3, and I absolutely do think this fight is fire. It's more of a recent compared to everything else on this list. Naruto versus Sasuke, round 2 in Naruto Shippuden. Oh my God, what a classic. They had been rivals for so long. Naruto's dad showed up, told him he's doing great. He had to leave. Naruto started telling him about his mother. Telling my mother I'm doing well. Changing my underwear every day when I take a shower. I'm eating real good, different recipes. His dad fades into the sunset. And for some reason, Sasuke wants to come up and test this nigga gangster. And it lived up to everything it meant to me. Because for the first time in Naruto, we had a fight with no filler. It seems like we had a fight with no filler. It was just straight fire. It is one of the greatest fights I've ever seen. So, coming in at number 2, surprisingly, for those of you out there that know me, no Dragon Ball Z fight is number 1.
No surprise.
Of course, you know it ain't. I know you know it ain't no surprise. Coming in at number 2, probably the greatest Dragon Ball Z fight there is out there. Even though Goku and Vegeta really rivals this, but Cell versus Gohan. We had been waiting so long for Gohan to ascend and be the strongest fighter. It was always teased that half Saiyans were stronger because they could tap into the emotional side, unlike regular Saiyans who have no emotions, unless you're Goku. But
and then he still got hold after the fact.
Yeah,
all the way until he was an older adult. But him and Piccolo both reached a new level in that movie. If y'all ain't checked it out, y'all will figure out what I'm talking about.
Yeah, Beast Gohan is a mug. Orange Piccolo is a mug too. Cell versus Gohan absolutely lived up to the hype. Again, that was they tried to end Dragon Ball. Oh, my dog, what's up?
Man, you see, everybody look, nobody can stay gone for too long now. It's just, it's just how it go around here.
Hey, you came in right on time, dog, because I'm about to get to number 1 of living up to the hype. So, as I was saying, Cell versus Gohan absolutely lived up to the hype. We all knew Gohan was the strongest for a long time. He just had to tap in and reach his potential, and he did. And Cell versus Gohan absolutely lived up to the hype. Shout out to Vegeta. Honorable mention to Vegeta, because Vegeta saved the universe, whether y'all know it or not. Because Vegeta did that Big Bang attack that gave Gohan the opening to destroy Cell.
Yep.
And number 1, Rod, since you just came here, my number 1 is not a Dragon Ball Z fight or a Dragon Ball fight. My number 1 is Aang versus Fire Lord, because that shit was teased from the beginning of the series, and it lived up to everything. If you ain't never seen that fight and you claim to be an anime fan, you have lost your mind. All right. Aang put hands on this dude. The whole series we've been waiting for it. We have been waiting for it. So there it is. The top 5. To run it back real quick. Piccolo Jr. versus Goku. Naruto versus Sasuke. Versus Toguro. Cell versus Gohan. And Aang versus Fire Lord. So, we're going to cross this thing over with sports players that lived up to the hype that followed them. Coming in honorable mention, I got 2. somebody out there is going to be mad that I put Kareem Abdul-Jabbar in honorable mention, and I absolutely don't give a damn. Nor do I care what the fuck you got to say. He's going to my honorable mention. It is what it is. I wasn't alive for it, so I could care less. I absolutely wasn't alive for it. So Kareem starts my first honorable mention. Of course, he won in high school, then he won in college. He came to the NBA and dominated and lived up to everything he was meant to be. Right? So now we're going on to my second honorable mention, which is my GOAT of running backs. I don't know what everybody else says, but he's my GOAT of running backs. Detroit Lion, Mr. Barry Sanders. After winning the Heisman at Oklahoma State University, there was a lot expected from this man. And listen, anybody else on here disagree this man lived up to the hype? I don't think so. Detroit was just trash. And what you drinking? Look at you. Boy, you down on that? What you drinking?
Shoot, I had some tequila.
There you go.
And some Crystal Light.
Okay. So, Barry Sanders is my second honorable mention. Now, coming in at number 5 is this one is personal for me because I am from Texas. I watched this guy in high school. I watched this guy in college. Then I watched him tear his ACL in the NFL and come back and win MVP the very next season. For those of you who don't know who I'm talking about Mr. Adrian Peterson himself. You want to talk about living up to all the hype. He did it. Absolutely did it. It was magical. Only problem he had was he could not hold on to the ball early in his career. He just kept on fumbling. That caused the Vikings a couple of Super Bowl appearances. One that still plagues me till this day. But whatever. I give him a pass for that. But he lived up to the hype. He's going to the Hall of Fame. Coming in at number 4, I had to do both of these guys at the same time because they entered the league at the same time. And that because they brought their rivalry from college to the NBA on the 2 most historic NBA franchises of all time, Magic and Larry. Fate just so had it that they matched up in college in the finals. Oh, well, the NCAA Tournament Championship back then. But, they matched up in college. Magic won. They came to the NBA. Larry got him back a couple of times, but Magic eventually won 5 of them things. But their rivalry is the reason why we still have the NBA today. Not only is it the reason why we have the NBA, it's the reason why the NBA is alive and not on playback anymore. Because of those 2 guys. Number 3, Peyton Manning. I mean, after Peyton dominated his junior season, he didn't win the Heisman. He said, to hell with it. I'm coming back my senior season. He lost to another guy on this list who I'll reveal in a little bit. If you know your history, you should know who it is. He lost to this guy. And he came into the NFL and he dominated. Plain and simple, he's the best regular season quarterback of all time. Noted regular season quarterback of all time. Sorry, you just wasn't better than Tom Brady in the postseason. It is what it is. Coming in at number 2 is the guy that beat him for that Heisman his senior year. That would be the guy that won football championships as a high school player, a college player, and an NFL player. He lived up to all the hype that was behind his name because he was known as the Coming for a while. Everybody was like, yo, this guy is the second coming of Deion Sanders. He was the truth. Shout out to Mel for this one because I really forgot how high the hype was on this guy. I don't know if y'all know who I'm talking about yet, but he did win a Defensive Player of the Year. Everything that was put in front of him, he accomplished. The Raiders wrote him off. He went to Green Bay, dominated, won a Defensive Player of the Year, won a Super Bowl. Anybody know who I'm talking about?
You're talking about Mr.
Go ahead.
You're talking about Mr. Woodson.
Yes, sir. Mr. Charles Woodson himself. Whew, probably the closest next to Deion, bro. Charles Woodson lived up to all the hype. All the hype. Yeah, some of y'all on there like, well, Deion Sanders won't know your list. That's because Deion is the anomaly. he really is.
Yeah, we're not going to talk about it. We know what Deion did. This man played in a baseball game and a football game in the same fucking day.
Yeah. Now, a lot of you out there, my last person is a basketball player. A lot of you will probably think I would say LeBron James. But here's the thing. Just like Deion, he is the the anomaly because he nicknamed himself and came into the NBA and lived up to everything. So I'm not gonna go with him. Matter of fact, I'm gonna go with this guy that got drafted by a team he never played for. Jerry West went and saw him play and came back and told Shaq, hey, that's the guy you're going to play with. Y'all are going to win multiple championships. Jerry West hyped him up as he was a high school senior. He skipped college and went straight to the pros. Who we talking about? Mr. Bean himself.
The Mamba.
The Black Mamba himself, Kobe Bryant. Jerry West gave him all the hype. He lived up to the hype. Shaq left. Everybody said he couldn't do without Shaq. He surpassed that and won 2 more championships. Not only that, he won as an underdog against the Celtics and against 3 All-Stars. I mean, they had their 3 All-Stars too in Bynum, Gasol, and Kobe, obviously. But, I mean, we were unfortunately robbed of the trilogy we eventually supposed to get because Kevin Garnett gets a season-ending injury the next in 2009. So, but there you have it. That's my crossover. Living up to the hype. I open the floor to all of you now.
So we talked about anime fights, and I just finished rewatching this one. So I was like, he might bring it up. He might. But we talk about different types of anime. So you may, if you're not big into certain animes, you may not even know who I'm talking about in this next particular fight. But it literally was Baki Hama versus his daddy.
Oh, yeah, for
They
sure.
made a whole series. They made a whole series. 26 episodes leading up to 5 outstanding episodes of Baki Hama versus the Ogre. Lived up to the hype, been hyping it since the very first season of Baki, way back when, right before COVID, all the way up until now. Phenomenal fight, outstanding fight. If you're into any type of high-octane fighting styles of anime, Baki is one you need to absolutely sit your ass down and binge watch one time for the one time because you will be hooked. You will be hooked. It is a phenomenal anime, especially for people like me that's about that action, that loves that kind of shit.
Except about that action.
That's the whole show. Other than that, I'm not gonna fight you too much on your pro athletes. The only one I would say I would have put on that list would have been Tiger Woods.
Oh,
like that's just me. I would definitely put Tiger Woods because you want to talk about living up to the hype and surpassing his own hype, and then surpassing the hype when he was doubted. I mean,
think about it. I left Tiger Woods and Serena Williams off. That's my bad. But you know, I do these things just off the top of my head. I don't really go into research.
It's only 5. It's only 5, and it's okay. That's what I'm here for, to add to the flavor.
There you go.
You know what I'm saying? Throw a little slappy mama on top of that thing. You know what I'm saying? Make
sure
there you
go.
Right. You know, that's what we here for.
Bottom 2 down there on the screen. Y'all got anyone y'all want to add to this? I mean, there you go.
No, y'all got me thinking. That's right. Give me a minute. For pro athletes, I would add the Tyler Rose, Earl Campbell into that situation. Coming out of Texas, going straight to the Oilers.
I'm with that. I like the thought of Earl Campbell.
I like that.
Anime fights. I don't know.
It's
so
many
hard.
doggone directions you can go.
Have y'all watched Record of Ragnarok?
Absolutely.
No, I haven't. I'm not gonna lie to you.
That is one of my favorite newer animes that came out.
It's Adam versus Zeus.
Oof.
Adam versus Zeus. That one right there.
I'm gonna watch that tonight.
Hey, that one and Jack the Ripper. Jack the Ripper versus I think Hercules, who he went toe to toe with.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Yeah,
bro.
Yeah.
That show is so outlandish.
Right.
Like, if they could make Record of Ragnarok into a live action show, it would be fucking phenomenal.
Crazy.
Because the matchups make absolutely no sense.
No sense at all.
The fights are brilliant. But, like, you would never think somebody like Jack the Ripper would fight, but then you watch the fight and you're like, you understand the strategy involved because
exactly.
So for people who've never seen Record of Ragnarok, essentially what this is the Earth versus, like, basically the worlds around them. And there's a tournament every year, kind of like on Dragon Ball Super. You know, you had the gods versus, you know, like the Earthlings, stuff like that. So
it sounds like Mortal Kombat to me.
Well, so basically they had to come up with, I think it was 10. What is it? 10 champions, if you will, to go against 10 gods. So yeah, so you got these pixies and these fairies,
so
like
they don't have to killed off the humans. Like if the humans worthy, they can do.
Yeah, like they legit was gonna wipe the whole human race out unless they.
Oh yeah, I'm down for that.
Oh, it's on Netflix. I'm telling you right now. If you got some time this weekend, I highly recommend to everybody listening. Record of Ragnarok is where it's at. Also, Castlevania just dropped another anime on Netflix too, which is a very underrated one on Netflix because Castlevania is that shit.
Yeah,
we can get into a whole tangent on certain animes. I'll be finding them obscure ass animes, and I'll be in that shit.
Yeah, well, that's my 2.
Big Home, you got anything?
I might not have nothing for anime because I don't really watch it like that, but I would say for my sports one would be Andre Johnson. He lived up to that.
He did live up to the hype.
Went to the U, came into the league, and beat up Cortland Finnegan. I'm sorry, I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that fight because that man was with the Titans when he beat him up. He took his helmet off.
That was the perfect time too, because y'all know what song was out here all talking out loud and reckless, but ain't too many punks down here in Houston, Texas.
That boy Andre was, and that boy was the quiet storm, bro. Andre ain't say much, so when Andre put them hands on you, knew you fucked up. He don't say nothing.
Hall of Famer for sure. I don't want to hear nothing else.
Oh yeah, 100%. So we did that. That was nice. I like that. It was a very solid crossover, my boy. So are we ready to get into the first?
Yes.
All right, let me set the first one up. We already got it queued up. I just got to share the screen.
Share the screen.
All right, this one's gonna be funny because this is one because Micah dropped this one, so I had to put this one on there. This one was funny.
I started dating a guy who I really liked. He's everything I wanted and more. Great job, tall, We went on a date recently, and on the date, we were both drunk. And I asked if I could wear his gold bracelet. He was reluctant, but I persisted, and he gave in and let me wear it. We got back to his, and I noticed the bracelet fell off my arm. I told him and was so apologetic about it, but he really contained his anger and didn't say much for the rest of the night. It ruins the rest of the energy for the evening. After I left his, I messaged him saying, send me the link for the bracelet. He did, and it was the exact same one, so I know he wasn't being cheeky. But it cost £1,400. I certainly can't afford that right now, so I just feel stuck. I feel like I'm going to lose him because of this. Any advice for this situation?
Can I just understand? So the guy bought his girl a bracelet.
No. So when I he has an expensive bracelet,
and then she wanted to do. Oh, let me try it.
If you want some help here, I can't lie. You can use Klarna on bare teeth. My personal advice is give what you can afford. I want to see you part with money and see that you really feel pressed.
I just feel like it needs to be significant.
Yeah, and then when you do that, if he doesn't return the money to you, just leave him because that nigga he's.
Oh, you think he should get the money back?
Yeah.
Even if he takes it, he's a bastard. So you really took it back? Wow.
Just say
just say.
So at first, right, that video started off like it was gonna be, kind of positive. You thought it was gonna be positive, like you legitimately did, and then that shit took a spin. Here we go with this, oh, you a man, oh, you can afford it, oh, you got this, that, oh, okay. So now it comes back to because I got money, I'm not supposed to be mad that you lost a 1,400-pound bracelet. Who the fuck you think this is? What if that had significant value as if I got that from a family member that passed away or something like that? And yes, I know how much it costs because, my granny told me or some shit like that, but it's not that. You were irresponsible and you lost something that did not belong to you. The right human thing to do is to replace it. Granted, at the same time, if you knew how expensive that bracelet was, why the fuck would I let you wear it? Because that's the first thing. I'm not going to let you do that. I'm not going to let you do it. I'm sorry. I personally am not. If it costs that much, I'm not going to just let some chick I went on a date with wear that motherfucker like that. Like, fuck, I don't care how much I'm feeling you. I'm not going to let you wear it like that. And then you fucked around and lost it? Like, that's just, no.
Like, that's irresponsible on both of them. Like, was that their first date, right? That was their first date, right?
The way the videos panned out, it looked like it was their first date, which I'm like, look, I'm not gonna show you all my jewelry on the first date.
Hell no, crazy as hell. But
look, I'm just gonna pull up with the Apple Watch.
Nah, but at the same time, shit, like I would be like, hey, I take payments, shit, installments.
Shit. And no, your pussy is not an installment payment.
Hell nah. You can't cash out me no cat.
No. Like I'm more like I was a little bit bothered by it, but then I was more bothered by the end of the video. Oh, if you pay him that money, he don't give you that money back, he's a bastard. I'm like, so you were irresponsible. You lost something that belonged to me. You did the right thing by paying me back, and I'm supposed to do I can't call that the chivalrous thing because ain't nothing chivalrous about getting my money back for something that you lost.
That ain't no damn chivalrous shit.
So what the fuck is it? Like the gentleman thing, the man thing? Like, look, the real human thing is you paid me back. I appreciate you. Now I'm gonna go try to buy me another one.
I'm gonna hold my thoughts for last, bro.
Like my thing is if I send you the link for it, you better be on the ground with a magnifying glass looking for my bracelet. If you can't afford it, you better get to looking.
Sherlock Holmes.
But go back to the restaurant.
That's the part that I want to get to is how did you lose it? Like you said, oh, because you were drunk. And I do know from my own personal experiences and just being out in general, that some women, when they drunk, just be hella extra loose. And I mean, I don't mean like loose with their pussy. I mean loose with their limbs. Like they be doing shit that they shouldn't be doing, be flinging and all this stuff, or they be belligerent, but they got to throw their arms and hands and shit. So I mean, it could have flew, in this bar, or when they went to the bathroom and took a selfie, it could have fell. And there's lots of things that could have. But again, my man, you got a lot of trust.
Yeah, you got 5 minutes with that bracelet. I'm looking at you the whole time. If I know how much it costs, I'm looking at you the whole time. Like,
I'm not going to let you wear it. I'm not doing it.
Like, if I ain't got the money to replace it,
I think that's weird. It's one thing if you tell me, hey, I want to wear your jacket or I want to wear your hoodie. That's a whole different concept.
But I feel like if you ask for a bracelet, I feel like you're gonna steal it. Like you have plans for it at that point.
Like no, like I wore it because it matched with my fit, and you fucking up the vibe of my fit by making me take it off. Like no, we talked about this last episode. Everything got to coordinate. That includes the jewelry. There's a reason for that. Mm-hmm. Just like I don't be asking you for your little choker, your little pearls, your little diamonds. I don't ask. Hey, let me wear them earrings. They look good. Let me wear those. Fuck that shit. Like, oh, it's a nice little charm bracelet. Let me wear that. Like the fuck? Like no. Oh, that's hey, I like that anklet right there. Let me wear it. Like no. Mike,
I'm about to break this whole fucking video down because there is one part in here that is being left out. They were talking about the bracelet, and immediately the first thing they said was, well, he probably used Klarna to buy it. For those of you that know what Klarna is, you break your payments up into installments, whatever. First of all, it don't matter if I buy the damn thing on Klarna. I still afford it. I still pay for it. It's still my money. I just couldn't afford it all in one time. So shut up.
Or maybe I just didn't want to pay $1,400 just like that. Maybe I wanted to break it up.
And
but even if I had the money, I would rather back it up.
Right. And most of these souls out here, they shop on Shein and all these other places, and they still got to use Afterpay, Klarna, Uplift, whatever the hell it is. So I damn sure don't want to hear that bullshit. Secondly, 1,400 pounds. That's no shot to you, Rod. Don't worry. That ain't no shot to you. Secondly, I'm just saying because these hoes are just dumb. Secondly, now I done lost my train of thought.
1,400 pounds.
1,400 pounds. Secondly, 1,400 pounds equates to about $3,000 US. Okay, let's just call it for what it is.
And I think that part got completely just overlooked. Like, oh, it's cool. Like,
yeah. So let me tell y'all something. I don't give a fuck who it is. It could be y'all know Ivan. That's my brother. It could be Ivan. It could be Cassell. Only person that might get a pass is my mother. I don't give a fuck who you is. If you lose something that's $3,000 of mine because you wanted to wear it and you lost it, motherfucker, I expect that money back. I don't care who you are. I don't care if you're my girlfriend or my wife. I want that back. You better take your ass up. You know that Klarna shit you was just clowning about? Use it and buy it back.
Nah, for
So
real.
just as an update, because I knew like the value of like the US dollar had gone down a lot. So 1,400 pounds converted to US dollars is $1,736.
Okay, that'll work.
That's
And
still,
last,
still more than $1,400.
Bro, that's a mortgage. That is a mortgage. And last but not least, me not accepting the money back and saying, "Oh no, you're good. I'll get."
Nah, fam.
I'm trying to keep my cool here because let me tell you something. Y'all done lost y'all motherfucking mind. Them hoes I guarantee you all them hoes single. Every single one of them.
They bust down.
Tell me they're not.
One of them. And to the dumb bitch that didn't understand what was read, you're stupid to say, "Oh, he bought her a bracelet and she lost it," when it was clearly said it was his bracelet and she asked for it. I'm pretty sure you're single too because you're just stupid and not paying attention. You don't pay attention to nothing.
100%.
Everybody hoes out here, boy.
I need a shot. I'll be right back.
That boy said I need a shot.
Yeah, because that's some bullshit. Like as soon as I saw the video, I was like, there is absolutely no way we are not going to talk about this on Wednesday. I knew you were going to like that one.
When you sent it to me, I was like, yeah, we're gonna add that to the doc. Don't you worry, we got a nice little list of videos to react to today. I'm gonna wait till DJ Michael B get back because this next one gonna make the women real upset because this is a woman advocating really for the men on some shit that typically women would advocate for each other on. And I don't know how much y'all be on TikTok, but if you are, there is a woman on there by the name of Miss Pearl. Miss Pearl is a redheaded white woman, and she be spitting. Like, she be spitting. That woman has been chastised and scrutinized by women all over social media. She has been called an Uncle Tom by women. Like, she is a disciple in a sense on some Kevin Samuels type shit. And I say that because when you listen to what she says, and then we talked about this last week, big homie, and it was hearing versus listening. It's like, you listen to what I said, but did you hear what I said? And the problem is people listen to what she says, but they don't hear what she's saying. It gets glossed over because they focus so much on
one point,
the crux of it. They don't catch the entire picture. You know what I'm saying? And that's the problem that we deal with is that people only listen to what they want to, but they don't hear the message involved. And that's the key here. You got to hear the message. If you don't hear the message, how can you actually have a sound conversation with people if you don't hear what's being said?
Yeah. Right.
So here go this next one. Mike has seen this one when he was, I sent him I think I sent you like 9 videos.
Yeah.
But this one was fun to me. I enjoyed this one a lot.
You choose to leave a marriage, then you should have a plan to financially support yourself and the child the rest of your life. No, I do not think that you should be able to depend on the guy that you are no longer giving anything in return to. I believe that is legal robbery. And I think women that are legally robbing men should be treated as such criminals.
Can I start this one off?
Wait, you heard what she said.
Can I start this one off because I don't have a lot to say on this. I'm gonna sit back and let y'all talk about this, but I want to let y'all know this woman should be applauded, because this is the damn truth, bruh. You're an adult. If you want to leave the marriage and I want to stay married, I should not have to financially support you. I should not. I don't care what any judge says. None of that. You want to leave me and be independent and do what you got to do? All right, I'm going to show you how hard this life can be when you're all alone and by yourself. Matter of fact, have fun. Go be single again. Go be for the streets and let them support you. Not me. Done.
She belongs to the street.
She belongs to the streets.
Oh, fellas, either one of y'all want to get us started?
But me for you want to go, big homie? Go ahead.
Oh, you go, bro. You good?
But for me, being exiting a relationship, but exiting your marriage, I see this firsthand. but it takes it's the type of man I am. But I do support, I do. If my baby gonna stay there, I'm gonna take care of my baby. That's it. I'm even here to take care of you. I ain't here to take care of your other kid. I ain't here to take care of your baby daddy. I ain't here to take care of all them. But on that side, I'm here to take care of my child. Like the whole, what was that? A couple, I think last year or something like that. When like, oh, you bought your baby McDonald's. But ain't buy my rest of my kids none. I'm taking care of my baby. That's it. That's all my responsibilities are. I'm gonna take care of my baby. That's it. That's final. Ain't nothing else. We can be friends. We can be cool, but as long as you know that if it doesn't have to do with my child, what am I doing this for? You don't want to be with me no more. You go have fun.
Hey, bro, a real man brings McDonald's for all the kids. That was there.
Listen, if I had the video queued up, I had a little white boy in the car. I bullshit. Bullshit.
That's one of the greatest videos ever.
Like, what do you think this is?
I'll bring McDonald's. Then I'll bring a small fry. You can distribute the fries if you want to. You can distribute the fries. But it's just that hungry. They want a little snack.
Nowadays at McDonald's, you can buy a basket of fries.
No, that's too much. That's too much. That's too much. You ask for too much now. You ask for too much.
What you got?
You're a beggar, huh? You can't be choosing. You can't. It's too much. I'm gonna get this $1 fry. You can do what you please to it. It was gonna be my fry, but and the kindness of my heart, I'm gonna hand it to you. Don't worry about it. Don't worry about it. It's okay, sweetheart. Don't worry about that, sweetheart. But I'm sure you qualify for food stamps fraud, though. You qualify for food stamps fraud, though?
Oh, no.
Go ahead. It's all good. You good?
Oh, my God. Stop. No more, dog.
Listen, hey, we'll be wilding on Gentlemen's Talk if y'all ain't noticed. And I'm gonna let Big Homie go because I'm gonna bring this thing home, and I promise there might be some more tears coming down because I'm gonna let loose on this motherfucker.
Oh man.
Hey, man, I'm gonna be real. Like it's basically what he talking about. Like, if you really want to be that independent woman, and you decide to lead a marriage, why do I still need to take care of you? There's no point. You need to take care. You need to be independent like you want. So why? I never understood that. You know what I'm saying? So it's like it don't give no kind of logic. Like it's like she said, it's legal robbery. It's like the justice system is already messed up for a black man as it is. So it ain't no difference with marriage and criminal shit. Like it ain't no win for you. That's why they always say it's cheaper to keep her because it's some bullshit. Like fuck if, like I say, if I'm getting married, I ain't getting no divorce. Hell no, shit, we gonna work this shit out. I'm gonna go sleep on this couch, and then you ain't leaving me. You got me fucked up.
All right.
But at the end of the day, I got my lawyer up in that bitch with me, and it ain't even gonna go down like that. You know what I'm saying?
I ain't mad at you. That's a solid perspective to look at it from. I'm gonna start like this though. When you get fired or quit a job, right? Does somebody take care of you, or do you go back out there and put applications in, update your resume, try to get some interviews? Like you did it on your own, right?
Yes, sir.
So if you decide you want to end the partnership, end the marriage, whatever, file for divorce, whatever verbiage you want to use, why is it my responsibility? Or if vice versa, if I file for divorce, why is it your responsibility to take care of me? Now, we have a child involved in the situation. I'm going to do exactly just like Mr. Gent said. I'm going to take care of my kid because that is my responsibility because I am a man and that's what I would do. 100%. 10 toes down all day long. But taking care of you is no longer the problem of me. Because here's the problem that we run into these days is that even if we'll keep it like this, even if the mother files for divorce, she now is basically entitled to 40 to 45% of my check, which leaves me almost less than half of my check to live off of on my own to start a new life. So you're gonna put me in a bind because you're in a bind. So we all gonna be in a bind. Make that shit make sense. Because it don't.
You know what I'm saying? Who wins?
Nobody. No. Someone wins. The mama wins. Whoever gets child support wins. Because on top of the child support, let's not forget, they're gonna get food stamps. They most likely qualify for housing. So they are now getting paid by you, the state, and the federal government, all at the same time, all while without still working a normal job.
Yeah.
So there's always a winner and a loser in the situation. And most of the time, the father is the loser because most of his check is also gone. Even if that father is the one that is paying for the insurance for that child, sometimes that gets kind of put into the numbers for child support. But all in all, the father typically loses because a lot of courts, for some reason, are a lot more pro-mother. They just are, which is funny. I wish I would have saved the video. There's another video that Pearl did where she actually said, if there is a divorce, the child's custody should automatically go to the father because fathers raise better children. That's why we rehearsed. That pissed off a lot of women. But I had to watch the video a couple times. You know, we always talk about, saying listening versus hearing. So I had to listen to the video and I was like, let me hear what she said because I didn't catch it at first. But then I was like, then I went to the comments. I wanted to see what was going on. And I mean, women was going in, talking about, oh, what are you talking about? Can't no man raise a child better than me, this, that, and the third. And I'm like, I call bullshit. I 100% think that a man can raise a child on his own. I also think there's an argument to be made that a father would be a better parent than a mother. I 100% do think that can be a thing. Because sometimes there are enablers, and sometimes there are those who are not enablers. We see this. If you are in a situation like, I know the three out of four of us on this panel are, we have children, and the mother of our children is usually in the lives. You see that it is two separate environments when it's you and the child versus mom and the child versus all three of y'all in the room at the same time, or all four, or whatever your family dynamic. It's all different. It's not seamless across the board. DJ Micah B has seen this firsthand, how it looks when it is just me and my daughter here. I don't have no problems. My daughter independent as hell. She don't bother me. She don't bother me unless she needs something. Point blank period. Before I hit the live on this button, she was sitting right over there in her little trampoline watching her tablet, minding her own business. She came over to me, Daddy, I need a snack. All right, say less. I got you. Simple. We don't have no problems. Look. That little girl right now. Chilling. Ain't bothering me.
Let me feed off.
So,
let me tell y'all.
Whole different environment. Whenever it's just me.
He's fat because like when it came down to because Mariah, my youngest, she's 5 years old. The past 2 days she hasn't had a bad day all year, but the past 2 days she's had a bad day at school. I called her this morning and say, "Hey, I need a good day. I need a good day. I need you to get a sticker. I need you to have a great day. I need you to listen. I need you to follow the instructions, and ain't nothing else." And this morning she was like, "Is Daddy mad at me?" And I called her back. I'm like, "No, baby, I'm not mad at you. I just need you to follow the instructions." Well, in my household, rule number 1 is follow instructions. But rule number 1 is listen. Rule number 2 is follow instructions. When it came down to her, she understood that. So when it comes down to me saying, "Hey, I need you to do this. I need you to have a great day. I don't want to have any more bad days. I need you to do this." 4:30, she calls me. "Hey, Daddy, I had a great day. I had a sticker day." They're like, are you happy with me? Yes, I'm happy with you, baby. I don't need you to have any bad days. I want you to be good. Because when it comes out to her mother doesn't know what to do. You don't know what to say to make her act differently, to react differently. Because when I say something, she does it. So that's why she's like, "Oh, I'm gonna call your dad, and he'll get you in line. He'll get you straight." And that's what she does. I don't have a problem with my baby here. I don't have a problem with my kids are here. It's like, I don't know what they're doing. I don't know, and they have an attitude with me. But when I come around, there's no attitude. Hey, I need you to do this. Yes, sir. And they go do it.
Yeah.
It's
That's
just
how it's
a
supposed
father's
to be.
presence. It's a father's presence.
Yeah.
And go back to the video and saying, like, you know, when it comes down to the court system, and we get mistreated so many times because we get the mother's custody is gonna get custody every time. We can be more capable of taking care of the child, but the mother's gonna get custody every time. If they have a house over their head, they have a roof over their head, and they're working, they can take care of the child barely on a minimal level, they can still get custody over the father that can show them the life that they need to see. And when it comes down to the point where, like, I'm paying child support over kids that I know I take care of for both my kids. Like, whatever they need, whatever their mother's like, hey, they need jackets, they need clothes, they need shoes. Besides the child support, I'm gonna hand you that. I'm gonna get you jackets, I'm gonna get you clothes, I'm gonna get you food, whatever they need. I'm gonna be there for them. So just like I said, I'm not gonna take care of the mother, but when it comes down to my kids and my baby, I'm gonna show up. I'm gonna show out, no matter what. I'm gonna show up. Like, I can get off of work at 6 o'clock in the morning, just work a 12-hour shift, and my baby an hour away, and she having donuts with dad. I'm gonna show up. That's the kind of father I am, because she needs me.
I can attest
She
to
needs
that.
me there. She
Ain't
needs
nothing
me
wrong with
there.
that. That's how it's supposed to be.
Yeah.
Yes,
So
sir.
it's like it doesn't matter what the court system sees. Doesn't matter what everybody else sees. It doesn't matter what I'm doing with my baby. They need time. It don't matter how much money I make. They just need time.
Yeah.
They need time. They need effort. They need to see you there. They need to see you show up for them. So
Yeah.
when I say that, like, yeah, I could probably raise a better child than their mother. Okay, then I will raise a better child than their mother, because
Well, I think it's cool.
I've been, it depends on what I'm going through. Because sometimes I see their mother and they'll stress out over small things.
Yup.
And there's small things I like, okay, hey, relax. Give me a second. Give me a second with her, and let me talk to her real quick. Hey, what's going on? You okay? How's your day? You know, what did you eat today? And they feel heard. The child, sometimes the child just needs to feel heard. They don't, when you see all the chaos of what the mother's going on in their head and everything like that. My mental state is very, like we talked about last week about being emotionally intelligent. I'm there, and sometimes their mothers aren't there, so like they're stressing out over small things, and I'm the calmness that they need. I'm the one that they know that they can talk to, they can hear, they can be heard, and they can talk to me, and I'm good.
Mm-hmm.
So it's yeah, women gonna get mad, but at the same time, if they see a father, both my baby mothers, they love me. They want me to be around. They love what I do for my daughters, because I'm just that sound mind for them. I don't I de-stress their mothers. So, like, hey, let me take care of this. Let me take care of my kid. I got this. Don't worry about them. So they trust me enough to take care of the business that I need to take care of. So it's just, when it comes down to kids and then the divorce system, you got to take care of the mother and stuff like that. Nah, it's not about you. It's about my baby at the end of the day.
Yeah.
And we get the backhanded every time about that stuff. Like, no, well, you're a deadbeat. You don't give me enough money. Okay, yeah, you want to see your kid, but you don't give me the money, so I'm not gonna show you my kid. Past it. So it's different stuff. Different.
Most of the stuff you just laid down. Most of the stuff you just laid down was a classic case of a man versus a woman, and it's nature versus nurture, and that's really what a lot of it comes down to. Because you get hurt, your mom is gonna be the one to run up. Oh, are you okay? This and that, blah blah. Dad's back there like, bet you won't do that dumb shit again because you gonna learn your lesson.
Get up, dust it off.
Get up, dust it off, and you'll be all right. Not saying you can't cry or nothing. I mean, hey,
yeah, let them tears out.
But let them out. But after that,
it's okay.
Move on. You just gotta. It's nature versus nurture because we know something like that is going to happen again. Something like that will happen to the kids when women are around, and they just be like, man, well, and they're emotionally frustrated. Women ain't gonna want to hear this, but it's the damn truth.
Look, Micah, this just came full circle. You remember our fatherhood episode?
Yup.
Mr. GQ was quoted, and I said, this is motherhood versus fatherhood in a nutshell. It is empathy versus sympathy.
Yup.
Point blank period. Every single thing that Mr. Gent said was empathy, empathizing. It wasn't no sympathy. No, I don't feel sorry for my daughter when she fall. That was supposed to happen. I know for a fact it was supposed to happen because one, you're goofy footed. You ain't got your feet underneath you. Your equilibrium is all fucked up. You're going to fall. You're a kid. Kids fall all the time. Hell, it's grown ass people that fall still. I'm not going to feel. Now, if you slip and you hit your head on some shit, now we're talking a little different. But if you just fall, oh, daddy, my knee. Well, yeah, you tripped over your own goof ass feet. You hit your knee on the ground. Now let's talk about it. Are you okay? Yes. Okay. Look, I'm gonna kiss your knee real quick. We're gonna keep it pushing. I see no problem with that. Like, I see no issue with that whatsoever. What I'm not going to do is coddle you. I do not believe in coddling. I think coddling is a detriment to children. And in 2023, in this modern era, especially post-COVID, coddling is one of the worst things you can do because we've already seen it. Ask the 9/11 babies what coddling looks like. The 9/11 babies got coddled because their parents went through a traumatic experience and they figured, okay, I got to give my child everything under the sun no matter what. And look what happened. Look at those same kids, the ones that are born in 2001 and later. Look how coddled those kids are. Big homie, you know this because you taught a lot of them kids when you were subbing.
Yeah.
Because I coached a lot of them kids. Boy, them coddled kids is something else.
Very.
I, as a parent, refuse. All right, I refuse to coddle. I don't believe that it does anything productive for a child to coddle them. I guess I'll say if I quote unquote any type of coddling I do is when my daughter is sick because she don't want to leave me alone when she's sick. She always lay up on daddy. Yeah, I'm cool with that. You sick, I get you. All right, you sick. All right, you can lay on me, I guess. Just don't get me sick, but whatever. But outside of that, I don't do it. I really don't. Like, and I discovered it quick because, like I said, me being a newer parent, I discovered quickly that I don't have a problem being the bad guy. I just don't. I have zero problem. I will be the bad guy because you know what? You're not going to hate me forever. In the moment, you absolutely are going to despise whatever I said. You're not going to like what I said because I told you no. But in the end, it's going to work out for all parties involved.
Yeah, for sure.
Yeah. That's one thing about kids. They forgive and forget and move on real quick. They don't stay mad all the time.
Nah, they got the shortest of short-term memories.
They really do.
They'll be mad for probably 5 minutes, and then they right back on your leg and shit. So it's like, it's all good.
Yeah, like my youngest, she's my sister's baby. That's my little baby. Like if she does something wrong and I get onto her, and she'll be mad at me and she'll walk away for about 5 minutes, then she'll come back, Daddy, I'm sorry. Can I get a hug? I'm like, yeah, baby, yeah, go ahead.
Yeah, I'll let you have a hug.
Yeah, I'll give you a hug. I'll give you a hug. Don't worry about it, baby.
Tell Comcast count their days. Tell Comcast count their fucking days because my whole internet just reset.
Oh shit!
That boy said, "Tell Comcast to count their motherfucking days."
But yeah, like kids have a short-term memory loss when it comes down to their actual parent, and they know who takes care of them. They know who they love. They know that.
They do.
Okay,
but
all kids have a favorite parent.
They're also conniving. Let's not forget. They know who they can get away with shit from, or who they can get shit from, and who they can't.
Yeah.
Hell, nurture versus nature at its finest.
I guarantee you, my daughter. There's certain things she will not ask me because she knows I'm gonna say no. 100%.
That is what it is.
I'm gonna say no, and I'm okay with that. I'm like anti-candy. I really hate candy. Like, I'll barely eat candy. I don't want to eat nothing. We'll eat our fruit snacks because I like fruit snacks. I'm a big ass kid. I will fuck some fruit snacks up 100%. But all that other shit, I literally, for Halloween, we went trick or treating. She had so much candy. She ate her little share of candy. I threw that shit in the trash when she went to sleep.
It's just, you don't need it.
Because it was all about the experience.
It's about the experience. It's about memory.
She's not gonna remember that shit anyway.
Yeah, she's not. She's not about
She gonna
like
completely forget that
I
she
have
went
a-
like
Not at 2 years old.
no,
I have
she
a
gonna
whole
remember that she
bucket.
went trick or treating, but she ain't gonna remember all the candy she got.
Yeah, I have a whole bucket in the closet of candy. And they know when they come here, like, okay, you have one piece. That's it. That's it.
No,
That's all.
I'm about to say what you doing with that. You know,
These motherfuckers.
But like even with me, like
I don't have kids, so I can't go trick or treating no more.
Yeah.
No, you still can go trick or treating.
You go, but
Yeah.
they gonna look at you a little crazy. But
Okay,
you can go.
so when I come knock on your door and I say trick or treat, I expect Reese's or cookies and cream Hershey's.
No,
in
you're
my
gonna get a
hand.
treat. You're
What
gonna
you
get a
gonna
treat.
get is whatever the fuck in my house.
What you gonna get is a shot.
Hey, I
That's what
think,
you gonna
hey,
get.
I might just hand you a
yeah,
shot and tell you to be
I was about to
quiet.
say I accept
Yeah.
those two now. Hold on now. I accept
It's
those
adult
two.
trick or treating. I might
Trick-or-treat,
just hand you a
yeah,
little bottle of
that's-
alcohol. There you go.
Yeah, there you go. You got it, buddy. Go ahead.
That's adult
You have a
trick.
great day.
I'm gonna come to y'all door and say treat or drink. Now give me one.
God bless you, buddy. Go ahead. Go ahead.
Yep, I'm gonna give you a drink and I'm gonna give you a treat because I might cook.
But no, like when
Yeah.
my kids are with me, they understand that like one thing they do understand that they don't have technology. When they're with their moms, I understand that they are on tablets or on phones all throughout the time, like all the time. Because sometimes the moms are dealing with because both my baby moms they have other children, so they want to keep the other child occupied, they hand them with technology. So when they know when they with daddy, they don't have that. They don't have that technology. We're gonna go outside. Like on my TikTok, if you go to my TikTok, it's Mr. Gen 30. I have a video of me and my baby racing throughout the street. we in there racing because it's just
Let me
like
find out you lost.
she cheated. She cheated.
Oh, okay.
She cheated.
I was cheating. All right.
She smoked you, is what she did.
Nah, I don't play with that competition stuff. Nah.
Which one did you race?
Mariah, the youngest
okay.
one.
Yeah, you lose to Mariah. Let me find out for real.
Hell no, I'm
midway.
Fuck that. I'm not even. Hell no, you ain't finna beat me.
First of all, you ain't losing to neither one of your kids.
No, I build character here.
No, not you. No, not you. I'm talking to GQ. They ain't never beaten him in a race. Absolutely not.
Boy, catching the feet.
Only person who
see
ain't
him
taking
dust.
GQ is Ray Allen, bro. Like they not catching that man.
You don't see the back of these shoes. I'm gonna put some numbers on there. Hey, what numbers did you see?
You got time to read it. You got time to read it.
I'm an ego crusher. I don't care.
Like I'm saying, like I build character where I'm at.
Yeah, I 100%
like,
build character. I
yeah.
build character through losses. I hand out hot L's. 100%.
Hey, you know what? I'm happy y'all said that about wins and losses, because one of the biggest things is women wanting their kids to get participation awards.
Nah, fuck that.
Win, lose, or draw, they have to get a ribbon. And y'all know with this soft ass society, people cave into it. I tell you one thing right now. If I was coaching a team and we had a losing season, ain't no damn MVP. Ain't no MVP. Nobody getting a trophy. Nobody getting a medal. None of that. We could have a nice banquet and say, hey, we had a tough season, this and that, but I appreciate y'all hard work and this and that, and that's it. But ain't nobody getting singled out. I don't care if you average 30 points per game. If we had a bad season and we only won 2 games out of 15, ain't nobody getting an award. Sit y'all ass down and shut up and listen. We got to figure out ways to get better.
That's me. That's me. Cause the crazy thing is, I coach little girls. I coach little girls in soccer. So if we all looking bad,
Spell
then
soccer.
we're all looking bad. We're all looking bad at this point. We're like, we have one little girl looking good, but I need everybody else to work as a group, so we can get together. We like, okay, yeah, she's doing well, she's making all the goals, but if my other little girls aren't progressing, they're just standing there looking clueless, then we ain't progressing at all. We're staying where we need to be. Like, we're staying like surface level. I need to progress.
Yep.
It sums up as the old adage: you're only as good as your weakest link as a team.
Yeah.
Yep.
Absolutely.
And that's one thing I can say I've been fortunate about. And no matter which teams I've had, I don't give a damn who my weakest link is. One thing you'll never say about a team that is coached by me is that we wasn't competitive.
Oh yeah, we gonna fight.
I'm gonna leave it all on the court, on the field, on the floor, on whatever adage, acronym, whatever you want to use. We're gonna do that. Like, you're gonna be hot in the 45 because you got to earn that win if you beat us. Like, you ain't finna blow me out. Ain't too many blowout losses I got on my record as a coach, no matter what sport it is. We don't do blowouts around here. We gonna make it real tough for you, and we might even pull a comeback on you, make you sweat.
Oh no, we ain't gonna make you sweat. You gonna win that motherfucker. I've seen it.
That's true.
Down 26 at halftime in a junior high game. The other team only scored 4 points in the second half. This team came back and dominated. Oh, I was there. I saw it live in person. Yeah, I saw it live in the person.
Oh, we does this around here. We don't.
Meanwhile, no I'm back there. All the other. We told this story a couple of times.
We have. It's a great story.
For those of you that don't know it, they were in a tournament. His team was down by 26 at halftime, and I'm sitting in the stands by myself. You know, he rolled me up there, and I was like, "Yeah, let's go. I got you." We go up there, and I never seen him coach, but you know they down by 26, and people up there, other team fans like, "Yeah, I told y'all this and that," and I'm looking around. I was like, "Y'all gonna lose this game. Sit down." And they was like, "You don't know what you're talking about." And the whole time I'm sitting there thinking like, okay, the first quarter they were undisciplined. It happens. You know what I'm saying? The team came out a little flat. Sometimes that happens. And I'm watching the second quarter unfold, and I'm like, oh, point. They stopped them. Point. They stopped them. Momentum is swinging. At the end of the half, one player did something stupid and shot the ball from behind half court instead of passing the ball up. He went off. I started looking his kids out. They came out the first 3 plays. Steal, score, steal, score, steal, score. Y'all awfully quiet now. That's all I'm gonna say. The minute when the fourth quarter comes around and there's only 8-minute quarters, and at the 6-minute mark, GQ's team scores and take the lead. All right, that's what I'm talking about. Let's go. Like I said, in the gym, loud as can be. Yeah. Oh yeah.
This was on a Saturday morning.
because I saw. Let me tell you what I saw was at the end of the half. When his team decided to man up and play man-to-man, this team couldn't score anymore. They couldn't dribble the ball. They can't dribble. Nobody, not even a point guard, could dribble. I said, oh, they in trouble. Oh, they in trouble because his team can score on the fast break, and they all fundamentally sound. They can dribble the ball up the court and make layups. Oh, it's about to change for the worse for these dudes because it's over.
Yeah, and that's just and that's for me personally. It's a credit to all my my mentors and just all the studying. Because I'll tell you right now, I am literally a chameleon as a coach. No one team for me is ever the same. I don't use the same playbook every year. I don't even run offensive plays anymore. I stopped doing that because this generation can't run plays because they're so focused on being robotic and being in a certain spot. They don't know how to move within the flow of the game. So we started running play sets. And for those who don't maneuver around sports a lot, a play versus a play set is very simple. Motion offense is a play set. 1-4 high-low is a play. Or if I run a double high screen, that is a play. Or if I run anything that involves a screen, a roll, somebody going to the bat, those are all plays. A motion offense is constant flow, constant movement. You don't stay in one spot for too long. That is a play set versus an actual play. So I will always use I had like 3 or 4 plays in my back pocket that I would always have just to see what kind of a team I'm facing off with. So if I could run Kansas against you, I'm going to beat you. Kansas for me was a double high screen with a roll off. So if I could beat you with Kansas, I was like, oh, okay. That means I can run this play, and this play, and we finna get you. Now, if you stop
double
Kansas,
high for us.
Yeah. So if you beat Kansas, then I'm gonna test you with Baylor. And Baylor is how I set up a 3-point setting play off of a screen to the short corner for my shooter to kick out. Because I want to see how fast your defense reacts. I need to see how fast you are because it tells me exactly what kind of a game we're about to have. Now,
I love this. Let me tell you why I love this breakdown. Because everything you're describing when I was in high school, we got different names for it. But you said it's Kansas. We called it Special K, which is Special Kansas.
There you go. But and I'm a big fan of certain coaches. Like Eric Spoelstra is one of my favorite coaches. Of course, I am a Kansas Jayhawk, so I love Bill Self. So I know as a coach in basketball specifically, you cannot be a good basketball coach if you suck at 2 very particular things: calling a play out of a timeout and baseline sideline out of bounds. If you cannot run a play from under the basket or run a play from the sideline, you are not a good coach because you should score off of those plays 90+% of the time. And Micah knows this from watching basketball for forever and a day. If I can't score off of a play from underneath the basket, I probably shouldn't be doing what I'm doing. I'm either finna score or I'm finna get fouled. One of those 2 things is going to happen. That's just the way I play with basketball. And That's all I'm saying about that. We're on a whole different tangent at the moment. So I can go into a whole masterclass on things that I've, that have helped me develop into the coach I am now.
I can go into a whole tangent class on why I would be a good coach, but y'all know that already. Both of y'all two know, all three of y'all know that.
Absolutely.
Me and you had many a talks.
So to continue bringing this thing back on a full circle type of basis, I took one of these videos and I elected that video to be our real talk segment. And I did that because we've just finished talking about kids and toddlers. So everybody key in on the term toddlers here for this next one that I'm about to play for y'all.
Don't mess around and lose a good man because you're a toddler in your emotions. And practical advice that I would give to just growing in your emotional maturity, stability, right? Being grounded emotionally. It's like just as much as you fight to be cute, to be a boss chick, fight to be a peacemaker, fight to be a person that can go in a room and stabilize it, fight to be the nurturer that you are. You're a nurturer. And that's something that, even though I believe that we're created to be that way, it's still something you have to wake up and be intentional about. So practically going out of your way, reading those books, watching those YouTubes. I remember a moment that I had with my husband and we were in the house and I could see in his eyes, I'm like, oh, he's about to leave me. Like, he's gone. He's tired of me emasculating him. He's tired of my inability to just shut up, hear his point and not cut him off. And when I saw that look in his eyes, I said, wait a minute. It's a woman that will hop over me to get to you. Let me get this together. And so practically just literally getting up and, okay, why am I this way? Mm-hmm. Oh, I saw my mama do this. Okay, let me break this generational thing. Let me get my prayer bag. Let me start watching some YouTube, some older women that went through this. How did they navigate being able to grow in their emotions? And so practically, like, just be aggressive about your emotional maturity.
Mm-hmm.
Before we go any further, go ahead and drop that real talk session one time.
I'm with you. So I told you I took that particular video and I elected that to be the real talk conversation because I have an esteemed, astute panel of gentlemen here who have multiple different perspectives. And I 100% enjoyed every single minute of that conversation that woman had. Because first, let me give her complete and 100% props because what she did is something that we talked about a couple episodes back when we talked about the Achilles heel of women, which is accountability. And a lot of women do not have accountability or self-awareness in certain situations. This woman displayed both in a 1:20 long version of a TikTok video. If you have not gone in, but I had to go back and do some more digging on that. So I went and looked it up, and her podcast, Wifed Up, it's actually really good. It's a very good podcast. So, but I saw that video, and when I sent it to Mike, I was like, yeah, this is gonna be the real talk. But I want to key in on something that she said. We talked about toddlers, and what she talked about is women pushing away good men because of their toddler-like emotions. I didn't understand it at first, and then I had to go back and, said listening versus hearing. So I had to go back and actually hear what was being said. And I was like, you know what? I understood what she was talking about because we have 3 fathers on this panel, and we know how it feels when our toddlers decide to go astray. So the last thing I want to deal with is my partner doing the same thing. The expectation is my toddler is going to do that. That's what toddlers do. That's kind of in their DNA. They're toddlers. They're supposed to. My partner, on the other hand, is not supposed to do that. And then I know there was a lot of very, very, very amazing points that Mr. Gent made on our last episode when he talked about it, about, that when you're establishing that partnership with somebody and just having somebody actually listen to what you're saying, not take what you said and then try to flip it back on you, but legitimately listen, acknowledge what you said, and respect what you said, and try to understand why in the first place you got to this point. A woman with toddler emotions never sees that. A woman with toddler emotions pushes a man away completely. And we've all seen this. We've all been around. We've seen friends who have had those relationships where we're just like, oh yeah, no, I see why y'all didn't work out. Like, you know, she was on that bullshit, and we see it, you know. So based off of the video that we saw, what are you guys' thoughts on what you saw and your perspective? It don't even matter who go first.
Well, I mean,
don't all speak at once, fellas.
I definitely agree with her with what she got to say with that emotional immaturity, because you know with me and my current situation, it's like, you know, we getting better. Like, well, when we first, like, you know, got together and stuff like that, and the relationship progressed, it was like, you know, it was some moments where it was like really heated. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, for me personally, I had to, like, you know, grow in my maturity, in my emotional state, because I had a thing where I would lash out, you know, and respond like how she would, you know, respond to me. But now I'm at the point where I'm like, I'm calm. You know, I try to be, you know, rational about the situation so that it doesn't escalate to something, you know, out of character. Because, for one, I don't want our child to see that, you know what I'm saying, and feel like that's normal. You know, so like I say, somebody got to be the mature one. You feel me? But shit, she right. Women, they really don't, like. I don't know if it stems from their childhood traumas, because I know a lot of women, you know, with how they grew up. It's like, you know, you just never know they real situations whenever they was, you know, children, what they saw their parents do, how they, you know, got along and all that. So, you know, it's different for everybody. You know what I'm saying? So
I feel that. Mr. Jim, what you got?
Coming from the video wise, it's just like we as men, you know, and I'm still learning this, is we try to be pleasers, you know, we try to be like, whatever you want, baby, don't worry about it, whatever you want. But when it comes down to, like, say, we give them a masculinity role a lot of the times. If we give up our choices, or say, like, hey, you're hungry, what do you want to eat? And they say, I don't know, and they had to make a choice, that gives up our masculinity role in a lot of cases. So when they start having to make a lot more choices for us, or for a couple wives, you know, okay, babe, what you want to eat? And they be like, oh, I don't know, what do you want to eat? And we don't know. As a man, you're like, okay, I don't know what I want to eat, whatever you want to choose, you know. And they start having to make choices. Hey, what's this house look like to you? I don't know, whatever you want, you know. They start having to make these choices. That gives up our masculinity role. And it makes them women have to be more masculine and more than feminine where they want to be, you know. So it comes down to the point where is a tip for you men, you know, for men that are listening, or men that are on this panel right now. And they like, I'll be like, dang, I'm hungry. And then, like, they're like, oh, I'm hungry too. Give them three choices. Give them three choices. Like, okay, do you want, you know, or you want to eat in, or you want to eat out? And okay, I want to eat in. Okay, give them three choices. Because you still talking about making a decision for them, but at the same time, you know, they still have that. Like, okay, well, I want to eat this. Okay, I'm fine with that. You know, you set a direction of what you want to do. As a man, we had to lead. You know, we had to lead women. We had to lead our children. And a lot of men, we kind of get, this generation, especially this generation, we get beside that. You know, we get to, like, let's please these women, and whatever they want, we'll go. You know, we'll do it. We'll handle them. We'll because a lot of women a lot of us are raised by a single woman. You know, a lot of us are raised by a single parent. That they teach them just be independent. You know, you just do this and stuff like that. Well, man, we have a role that we have to fulfill. That we have to lead these women. We have to we have to lead our kids in a certain direction. And a lot of men right now, they don't understand that. You know, they don't fulfill that role because that's for women to be leading because they're looking for a leader and they can't find it in the men that they're with. So me as of right now, I'm still learning. I'm at a young age of 27. I'm still learning how to lead women through God and through relationship. And, like it's crazy. I just had this conversation last night actually that like I want to learn how to be a better leader in a relationship than as in I don't want to tell you what to wear. I don't want to tell you what to do. I'm not that way at heart. It's just leading you into a better life for us and our kids and in our relationship because I don't want to give you that masculinity role because some women don't want to be masculine. They want to be feminine. They want you to take care of them. They want a man to follow after. They want to be the nurturer. They want to fulfill that role. And a lot of times that they have to fill that masculinity role and make these decisions for the men. Then we have to step up. We have to speak up. We have to show what we're capable of, what we bring to the table a lot of the times. Not just money. It's not about just money. A lot of women right now they see it as money, but now we have to fulfill these roles of leadership because that's why women sees us as money now because that's all we're good for to them because they had to fill these masculinity roles a lot of the time. But so if you find a woman and you can be a leader to them, they can follow behind you. They can follow your dreams and follow the directions of like I'm here for you, you're here for me. We have a partnership and we can do this thing together. It's not gonna be a problem in that relationship because you know your roles. Because if I tell you to do something and you're gonna argue me every time, obviously you're not emotionally stable to fulfill what I want right now. So like hey, yeah, crazy thing about women, y'all don't eat, y'all don't drink enough water, and if I tell you, hey, go get something to eat because you have a headache, you haven't been having a headache all day. Have you eaten enough today? No. All right, I need you to go get something to eat. Well, I ate this little snack. I'm like, I don't need all that. Hey, let's go get something to eat. They probably gonna feel better after it. They're like, okay, I got you. And then they go get something to eat. Oh yeah, I feel a lot better. A lot of women don't find that because sometimes they feel like if you're not a good leader, they're not gonna listen to what you're saying. They're gonna like, okay, I'm gonna do my own thing. Whatever you say is wrong. Whatever you say is not gonna help me. I'm still gonna do my own thing, and they're gonna still be in a bad place for it. But when you become a good leader, and they start listening to you, find a good partner that's gonna to set you, in the right direction, and they start listening to you, and you start benefiting off of each other, not just one way. They benefit off of each other because men have I was talking about this last night. If a men find a good circle where they can find some men that they can be vulnerable with, they found a good thing, Where they men had to be hard all the time. They had to be tough. They had to be like, okay, I'm gonna get this money. I'm gonna take care of this. I'm gonna take care of that. That they lose that vulnerability time. So if they find a woman that they can be vulnerable with, and the woman can find a man that they can be, they don't have to be as strong with. They can lead. They can follow with. They found a beautiful mixture. They're like, okay, this man's gonna lead me where I need to be, but at the same time, I'm gonna be open with him, and they can be open with me, to where they can be vulnerable with me. It's a straight line. But okay, I find a woman that I can't be vulnerable with, I have to stay hard with, and they're not gonna listen to anything I'm saying. It starts crossing. It's not gonna work out. So it's a lot. It's a lot that comes down to relationships. It's a lot that comes down to emotional stability, emotional intelligence, and figuring out like, okay, I'm here to lead you. Are you okay with me? Are you okay with following me? Okay, I'm here to nurture you. Are you okay with me nurturing you? Are you going to be vulnerable enough for me? A lot of women are looking for a man that's vulnerable, but at the same time can be a man outside of this,
Mm-hmm.
So it's a big thing when it comes down to coming with a single mother, and I'm having to see the mother struggle all this time. When it comes down to men, and I see a single mother, and she has to provide for this, that, and other, and it's not clicking to you. Like, okay, how is she doing these things? But as a woman, you see a single mother, okay, I'm gonna be independent my whole life. As a man, you see a single mother, okay, I'm gonna take care of my mother at the end of the day. I'm gonna be a nurturer at the end of the day. So it's two different perspectives when you see a single mother. When you see a single person provide for a child, and and as a single man, and you see your mother is not there that often, okay, that's not that bad for you. You're like, okay, my mother's not there. She's doing this, that, and that for us. As a woman, you see a single mother and that's not there. Okay, she's doing this, that for us, but I have to learn how to be like her. And it's two different perspectives when it comes down to a man and a woman, and a single mother and a single parent in general. And you have to learn from those things. Yes, it can be a bad thing, but it can also be a good thing. It means that you're gonna take care of yourself. But when it comes down to relationships wise, it is hard to see the other side of a relationship. It's hard to see a you see a single mother, and as a woman, you see a single mother doing stuff like, oh, I want to be like her. I want to take care of myself. But you don't know how to treat a man when they come into your life. You don't know how to let a man be a man.
Y'all heard that?
Because
Damn,
some men, because if I'm a man and I come from a single mother, I want to take care of you. I want to do what I have to do to take care of you. But if you come from a single woman and a single man, like, nah, I don't need you. I don't need you. I don't need you. But let a man be a man. At the end of the day, let a man be a man. If I want to take care of you, I want to court you, let me do that.
Preach.
Like, if I'm gonna take you on a date, I don't want you to open your wallet. I don't want you to open. I got it. Don't worry about it, baby. I got it. I'm gonna take care of you. But when it comes out to a single woman seeing a single mother, when it comes down to seeing their mother, like, no, I'm gonna pay for everything. I'm gonna do this. Why he want to pay for everything? I don't need that. I don't need you to do that. I don't need you to take care of me. I don't need you paying my bills like that. No, I got it myself. You being weird. No, let a man be a man. If you want to take care of you, I want to take care of you.
Boy, you in here preaching tonight.
He says, I know. I get every single perspective that he's saying, which is funny. He described like everything he said in that phenomenal. We're gonna call it a soliloquy. He described 5 different types of women in that whole thing he just did, which is why it was so great. The biggest takeaway I got from that video was simply, as a man, if you get with an immature woman that is not willing to grow, you ain't going nowhere. You might as well be dating a motherfucking brick wall. Let's just keep it a buck. Now, if you are dating an emotionally immature woman, or a woman is dating an emotionally immature man, and they are willing to listen, take the constructive criticism, respectfully, of course, not that disrespectful bullshit, and take it and actually take it in stride, and and continually better themselves. You can legitimately build, because the biggest and most important thing she said in that video was, she said, I saw it in his eyes that he was ready to leave me because he was tired of my nagging, tired of my complaining, tired of me not listening to him. We talked about this last week, and we talked about this about 9 episodes ago. When you don't acknowledge us as men, we ain't got no problem chucking deuce, man. Because everybody has a point where they're like, you know what? This ain't it. If I'm out here trying to let you know what's going on, and you're continually, you snapping at me, or, you're trying to flip it, and, because of how I feel, it's affecting you. Like, I didn't ask you all that. I need you to understand why I'm bringing this to you, because I'm confiding in you. Because sometimes, just like women just want somebody to listen to them, sometimes a man just wants to be heard. maybe I want you to hear because I want you to understand why I am feeling this way. You ask me what's wrong with me, and I tell you, oh, I'm good, oh, I'm good. But that one time I tell you I'm not good, and then I tell you why I'm not good, you try to take it, flip it on me, and weaponize it on me. And it's like, you wonder why we don't talk in the first place, because you're trying to weaponize my emotions against me when I'm trying to simply tell you what's going on. So just like when you have a fucked up ass day at work, that I listen to you talk about all your coworkers you can't stand, or, you know, listen to you, and I'm actively responding. I'm not giving you a solution. I'm not doing anything. I'm listening because I want you to get all that out your system. I want you to completely just blow it out your system, get it all out. And then when you're done, I'm going to acknowledge it. I'm going to understand why you feel the way you feel. And I'm going to ask you, is there anything I can do? If you tell me no, I'm going to give you a hug. I'm going to kiss you on the forehead. And I'm going to go back to doing what I was doing before we had this conversation. Because as a man, that is what I do. Point blank, period. I'm going to ask you because I am acknowledging what you just told me. And I want you to understand that I am not ignoring you. And I want you to understand, you told me everything you just told me. Is there anything as your partner that I can do for you in this moment? That means I'm opening the door wide open. If you decide to close that door back and say, nah, I'm good, I don't want to hear about it 3 weeks from now when a fight breaks out. Oh, but you don't pay attention to me, but you don't listen to me. No. Because listen to what Mr. Gent said earlier when we talked about simply making food choices. He said, I'm going to give you 3 choices. In this same situation, I gave you a choice because I left the door open. I asked you an option. Not a closing, open-ended question, meaning the response should have been something that I can do to actively help you, not something that immediately closes this conversation off. You made the choice to not take this olive branch. That's on you. Your prerogative, like Bobby Brown said. Cool story, bro. I'm gonna go off and do what I've been doing and see what's happening. DJ Michael B, what you got? Hold on. Unmute yourself.
Before we go any further, I'd just like to say it's my prerogative. You know, he brought it up. There's a lot to unpack here. I'm happy you brought that up, G, because I just ran into a situation in my own relationship last week. Let me explain to y'all in this situation what the hell toddler emotions is, because everybody has their own definition. I'm going to give you mine. My girl calls me on Thursday. We talk. She says this, and this happens. Said, okay, all right. We talked for a little bit longer. We didn't really talk about it. So the next day, she comes down. She sees me. We're chilling. This is the day before. This is Saturday. This is the day before I go minister on Sunday. For those of you that don't know, Mr. Gent knows. We both did some ministry work on Sunday. So we're laying down late at night. AMP, let them know. So we're laying down late at night, and the whole evening, from the time we went to Topgolf and things like that, she was just fussing and nagging, just fussing and nagging. So I was like, why are you so fussy and nagging? Like, what's the problem? I'm not understanding. You came down here and you were fussing and nagging already. So what is the issue? Nothing. All right, I move on. Friday night, she was on the phone. She had an attitude for no reason. I was like, yo, I'm by my uncle's house and you're fussing me. What is the problem? Oh, nothing. Get off. I'm not get off. I leave from my uncle's. I call her. She's still on the phone. What's your problem? So now we get to Saturday night, Sunday morning, however you want to see it. And I'm sitting here, I'm like, yo, you've been in such a mood, a fussy mood. What the hell is your issue? Oh, I already told you what the issue is. Did any of y'all hear me ever say she said the issue was this or that? No. So I said, I've asked you over and over again what the problem is, and you continually told me nothing. How you don't know I have a problem with something? I do. That's the reason why I freaking asked you what the hell was going on. And you have to say, I'm fine, I'm good, nothing's wrong, this and that. But now when we laying in bed at night, all of a sudden you got a problem with me because I don't know what's going on with you. Does that make sense to any of you?
Last time I checked, I wasn't a mutant, a mind reader. Miss Cleo ain't my mama. So I don't know what the fuck you talking about if you don't open your mouth. I said this
Then
last week, and let me just repeat it for those who missed last week's episode, because I listened to what my mama said, and my mama said a closed mouth never get fed. That woman ain't get fed at all. She was starving. That's why she was so upset. Because she ain't tell you not one time when you asked her 3,
Nothing.
4, 5, 6 times what the problem is, and the response was, oh, nothing. See, there you go with that bottling up shit. You cannot bottle up emotions. Emotions are volatile. They are not meant to be bottled up.
You suppose?
They're just not, because they're going to come out at a very inopportune time, and it's going to cost you something big in the long run.
And
This is
that's
why
fact.
somebody like me, I'm not even gonna lie to you. I take my emotions out on at the gym 100%. I 100% go to the gym with whatever emotions I got going on, and I leave that motherfucker feeling refreshed.
Like, bro, it blew my mind. It was 3 o'clock in the morning, and she had an attitude because I didn't know what was wrong with her. And I said, "You're being childish." Ding, ding, ding. Here we go. Toddler emotions. You're being childish because you don't want to express yourself and tell me what the hell is wrong with you. Then you get mad at me because I don't know what's wrong with you. I'm not Professor X, bro.
You sure ain't got no ball head.
Not Charles.
I'm not Charles. I'm not Charles. Absolutely not. So, and I said, literally, you're mad at me for no reason. You're mad at me because I don't know what's going on with you, and you won't open your mouth and tell me what's wrong with you. And she was like, you never asked. I asked you 4 damn times what was wrong, and you're telling me I didn't ask. So that proves 2 things here: toddler emotions, and you're not listening to me when I ask you a question. That ain't got nothing to do with me now, because I've done my part. That's what toddler emotions are. Now you're telling me, oh, well, you should have held me. First of all, I hold you every time we go to sleep. Second of all, don't tell me you're going through something, so I should hold you. Let me tell you something. You want to talk about something, you're going through something? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. If you feel like there's nothing I can do for you, don't get mad at me when you didn't tell me. I mean,
that part.
And you didn't believe I could do anything for you. Now you're telling me why I don't know. I don't know because you didn't tell me, because you didn't believe I could do anything for you. That's moving on toddler emotions. That's what that is. That's toddler emotions right there in a nutshell.
Boy, I tell you, boy, we can break some motherfucking videos down. I tell you what now.
So in the long run, yes, the girl in the video is speaking facts. A lot of women got to overcome toddler emotions. And on the flip side, of course, a lot of men got to do it too, because a lot of men do go through a lot of childhood trauma. I'm not going to lie to you. I have my own.
We do. And we do go through situations where and here's what I've kind of, the last 2 weeks of kind of, we've been talking about this a lot. And because you know how social media works, everybody's algorithm is all fucked up. So all of my algorithm on TikTok currently is about men and vulnerability and men's mental health and this, that, and the third. What I truly think when it comes to men and being vulnerable, I think we need what's called controlled vulnerability. And I say that because women can't handle a fully vulnerable man because they don't know what to do with a fully vulnerable man. So we, just like they talk about controlled violence, controlled aggression, controlled this, that, and the third, we need to have controlled vulnerability. And how do we achieve controlled vulnerability? Well, instead of letting all these situations bottle up, and then we eventually just have a fucking breakdown, we need to discuss these things when they come about. Because women sometimes do it, sometimes. Or they'll be calculated and let that shit build, which is not good. This ain't Lil Wayne. We ain't letting the beat build here. Don't let them emotions build.
Whoa.
when you first, as a man, when you first recognize the issue within yourself, even if it's an issue with your partner, you should just address it. Because if you address it in pieces instead of trying to address it in totality, you can control the level of vulnerability in the situation, because you're only being calculated vulnerable as opposed to being, let me emotionally vomit all over you with my vulnerability, and now you don't know what to do because nobody likes to be covered in vomit. So it's like, what do we do here? It's like, oh shit, now I don't even want to talk to you because you just fucking cried and, you know, had this breakdown and I don't know what to do about it. But if I address each individual issue as its own separate thing, I can control how vulnerable I truly am, but I can still be vulnerable to a degree.
That's the truth. That is the damn truth.
Mm-hmm.
That is straight true. Because a lot of women they can't handle honesty like you want them to.
Ooh.
Right.
Like
I was going to come with that.
I felt that
like,
in my
it's
soul
like,
when he said that.
Okay, you want to know how I'm feeling, but when I tell you how I'm feeling, you can't handle it.
It's a problem.
So I'm gonna start. Oh, you know what? You're right. I'm sorry. Let me step back. You're not ready for that. Obviously, you're not ready for that because you're gonna shut down on me. You're not gonna be able to communicate when I'm asking you a question. Like, okay, this is how I'm feeling. Let me tell you how I feel. Let me tell you how this made me feel. Let me tell you how this made me feel. And let me think like, okay, well, if we're gonna work on this in our relationship, I'm gonna be honest with you, and you can't handle it. That makes men not want to communicate with you anymore. You know, we're not gonna communicate how you want us to communicate because every time we communicate, it becomes a problem.
Yep.
It becomes an issue, and oh well, since you feel like that, then you can go. What you mean? I want to make this work out for you. I wanted to make this work. But if I'm telling you how we can make this work, if I'm telling you how I feel about a certain thing, like, hey, I don't need you to shut down right now. I need you to communicate with me. As a grown woman, you should be able to communicate with me. And
everything you said goes back to society again, because society has taught us as men to be punching bags and just take everything in stride and keep pushing forward and not let anything out. But as soon as we decide that we no longer want to be punching bags and doormats covered in dirt and dust and start letting some issues come about, it's a problem. And just like you said, it immediately becomes a problem. And my thing with that is if you have this discussion with your partner and it becomes a problem, your partner is the problem. That's my honest, real talk about that. Your partner is the problem. And if you have a partner out there, ladies and gentlemen, that is like that, your partner is the problem. I'm not trying to be an ass about this. I'm just trying to tell you the truth, because somebody that's really down for you, that's really about you, that's really trying to be that person for you, they're going to listen to you. They're going to acknowledge what's going on, and they're going to legitimately try to figure out, what can I do to help? If that is not the response from your partner, what can I do to help? There's something wrong with your partner. Because when we all get married and we take our vows, we say for better or for worse, right? So that means whenever everything for us is great, everything should be. But when everything is not so great, what are we doing to get back to being better? Because never in our marriage should for worse be the majority of our marriage. It should always be for better and for continuing to be better.
Say that.
For worst is how you grow. Because I've always believed this, kind of going back to something that you said earlier about, you know, your daughter having a bad day. I have this mindset in my brain where there's no such thing as a bad day. There are bad moments within the scope of a day. So because no one's day is fully 24 hours of just bad. I just don't believe that. There are moments in the day that are not as good as the rest of the day, but your entire day is not bad. Now, there might be one thing that happens, like let's say at 11 a.m., that can drag a good chunk of your day down, but your entire day wasn't bad. Mm-hmm. If you sat down and wrote it down, everything that happened hour by hour, the bad would never outweigh the good unless something traumatic happened, you know, and you lost a close friend, something of that sort. But on a normal day, a normal 9 to 5 work day, you truly never have a bad day. It might be stressful. It might be, you might feel overwhelmed, all these types of things, but the entire day wasn't bad. There were bad moments most likely within there, but it never was a bad day in totality.
True.
Well, you're on that because the good always the bad when it comes down to a day. Mm-hmm. Because I can have an inconvenience
Yeah,
That's one thing that they'll let an inconvenience ruin their whole day.
100%.
And like, no, don't let that ruin your whole day. Okay, that's a bad time. You had a bad discussion with this person, or you had a bad experience at that time. Okay, don't let that ruin your whole day.
At all.
I don't let nobody ruin my day. Like, okay, I go to work and a supervisor gets in my face or somebody gets in my face. Okay, I got you. All right, cool. I'm not gonna let that person ruin my day. I'm to that point to where I'm like, all right, okay. And they get so mad that I'm so nonchalant about the things that they get upset. You go ahead and let that ruin your day. You go ahead and let that ruin your day. You can talk about this to your face turn blue. Go ahead. But I'm not gonna let that ruin my day. All right, cool. I'll smile at you and give you a thumbs up. All right.
My
Boy,
man
you
put a
childish.
thumbs up on the screen.
You childish.
And they get so mad. They get so mad about it. Like, as people don't understand that. Like some women, they let a bad moment ruin their whole week.
Yeah,
Like,
I've
no,
seen
don't
that
let that
before.
do that.
Boy, that shit is fucking
Don't.
crazy to me. Some shit that go down on Tuesday and your ass pissed off on Saturday. I'm like, what's really
Right.
going on?
Calm down. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. It's gonna work out at the end of the day. What you mean it's gonna work out? It's gonna work out because you're not gonna remember this a month from like now. A month from now. This moment that you have right now, you're not gonna remember that from a month from now. You're gonna be living your life, doing other things, and there's gonna be another bad moment that comes up. They're gonna like, oh, okay, this sucks. No, don't let that. Don't let that ruin that your time.
Can I interject and ask you a question real quick while we're on
Go
this?
ahead.
This is nurture because women will come home and take that shit out,
Oh yeah, for sure.
especially on kids a lot. There's another thing with nature versus nurture as a parent. A lot. I have seen women have bad days and come home and take it out on their spouse, their kids, anybody else in the house. That's that right there. Men,
Boy, don't we know it.
and don't men, I'm one of them. I will come home. I will drive home before I even call my girlfriend. I'll sit in the car 20, 30 minutes to listen to music, calm down, like, hey, the day's over, relax, and then I'll decompress, and then I will call my girlfriend and talk to her because I don't want to take it out on nobody else. So sometimes you gotta sit in the car, reset your mind frame. Hey, it was a moment in time, and go. Oh no, not women. Oh no.
Absolutely not. They
Hell
coming
no.
home and unpacking the whole suitcase.
No,
What?
for real.
They coming home
The
and
shoes and
unpacking
everything thrown at your head.
They'll come in the house and start
They got
nagging.
a 15-hour flight.
Why you didn't sweep? Why didn't you sweep? Why didn't you vacuum? Why didn't you do this? Why didn't you do that? Nigga, I just worked the whole workday just like you. Give me a second to relax and then I'll do it. What you got going
Right.
on?
Look, I'm trying to transition.
And
Like,
a
I'm
lot
trying to
of
go
women,
from work mode to husband. Like, hold on now, time out, flag on the play.
say I work a 12-hour shift and I get up in the morning, and like I get 3-4 hours sleep. I'll get up. Okay, let me clean up this room. Let me clean up this right here, and they'll overlook what you're doing right here, but they will see that's not done. You're like, what you mean? Like I done this, that, and this, and the other. Give me a second. I will get to that. I know what needs to be done. Like there's
He
jobs
hit
out
my
there. There's
whole
a woman
soul
out
when
there
he
that
said that.
like I know how to do my job. I know how to do what I need to do. Give me a second. I'm gonna get to it, but one task at a time. Let me focus on this first. Let me get this done first, and I'll move to the next task. Because that's one thing. Like women, they especially like mothers, they definitely they try to do 101 things per hour.
Yeah, but when they do that, nothing gets done.
Nothing gets
Facts.
done. Well, I didn't get to do this or that, and the other. I'm like, yeah.
Well, yeah, because
Let's
you
focus
fucking
on
ran
one
yourself
thing.
ragged doing 100,000 things.
Exactly. Let's focus on one thing. Okay, let's move to the next one. Okay, got you. All right, all right, that's
Prioritize.
done.
Prioritize.
It's prioritize the important things that needs to be done, and then you move to the next one. Okay, that's important thing. So the less important things that can be like that pushed off for later. Like say, all right, I didn't do the dishes tonight. Oh God, I can't believe I didn't do the dishes tonight. I gotta worry about that tomorrow. It's okay. It's okay. It's the dishes. There's 5 dishes in the sink. It's okay. That can be. That
It
can.
ain't okay.
I'll do it. No, don't worry. Don't worry about it. I'll do it. I'll do it. Don't worry,
ain't
babe.
okay. It's
To them,
never
it's not
okay.
okay. To them, it's not okay. But to me, okay, it's just something small. That's something tiny. I got it, baby. Don't worry about it. Like, yeah, but it didn't. I was supposed to get this done. Oh, it's okay. It's okay. It's okay. Take a deep breath.
It's okay.
Don't
Sit your ass
belittle
down.
yourself over something small like that. You know, like,
Listen,
oh, I was supposed to talk to the teacher today. Okay, we'll get it done tomorrow. It's okay. We have other days that we can do things.
Oh no,
that needs to be done.
no, we don't. No, we don't.
we don't. No, we don't.
It need to be done right here, right now, in this exact
But we
moment.
need what we do.
No. There's
And
48.
that's why I need to take a
There's
deep
48
breath.
hours. There's 48 hours of daylight in the day, bro. Absolutely not.
Oh, you mean it's not 96?
Yeah, it might be that too.
But like, not everything needs to be done in this exact moment. Take a deep breath. Take a deep breath. It's okay.
No,
you're
but see,
okay.
that makes too much
And
sense.
they always want to get stuff done right then and right there.
Right there.
Not even that serious, bro. Like, that's how you stress yourself out when you moving from one thing to another, like, so quick. Don't know.
Just stop.
No. Just stop.
Oh,
it's a lot of facts being spoken.
And that's what us men need to learn how to, because even women, if you're a woman, you listening to this, take a second, take a deep breath. You're loved, you're matter, you're beautifully and wonderfully made. You woke up for a reason. Your reason is not to stress.
You were
it's not
not
to
born to be
worry.
stressed out and ran
Not to
ragged.
nag.
No. Not to nag. You
I don't know. It's kind of built in their DNA. I don't know.
If you have a good man in your life, don't nag him, because he will leave. If he's a good man and he's emotionally sound, he will leave. Don't do that. Recognize what you have in your life and appreciate that. Appreciate that. Because we're here for, like, some people are here for a season, some people are here for a lifetime.
And some of us here
Some
for
people
a
you're
short
here to
time, not a long
learn
one.
lessons for it. Some people you're not. So
I'm just, hey,
The
sometimes
great
you just gotta,
Kanye West said, some people are in your life for seasons, and everything that happened is for a reason.
Hey, listen, it's funny you say that, because Post Malone kind of said something similar. He said seasons change, but we running in circles.
I love that song. Seasons change, but we're running in circles. That is a fire song.
Phenomenal conversation. I love it. We did exactly what the intentions of what we wanted to do today, but I had to say the best for last, because I wanted us to close out the show with this. That's why I'm so glad the big homie is here. So, big homie, if you don't mind, sir, would you educate us on the new hotness out there? This for those who do not know, big homie is big into the cologne game. This man is big into the scent game. This man is very knowledgeable about the chemical breakdown, not just the way it smells, the chemicals, the nodes, the ouds, all the things. So, big homie, take it away, my brother.
Mr. Jet, you're going to love this.
Yes, sir. And speaking of ouds, Mr. Jeremy, I do have a new one, a oud-based fragrance. Coworker had complimented me on this a little bit earlier this month, so apparently it must be good. It's this one right here.
I like that bottle.
Yeah.
Actually, pretty presentation.
Beautiful. It's called Oud Saffron by Orientica. It's one of those Middle Eastern houses. You get oud, but it's more vanilla based, and it's sweet yet masculine. So if you really ain't a fan of sweet fragrances and you think it leans feminine, this one is more masculine. So I recommend all my fellas out there try this one. Oud Saffron.
Okay. What would you as far as on the gentleman scale, where would you classify? Like, when would you wear this one?
This one it'll be good. The cooler weather, like, I feel like it shine more. Like, you can wear it in heat, because out here in Florida it get kind of hot. So but I think it shines more in the cooler weather. So I would say like fall and wintertime and stuff like that.
So rock it to the ugly sweater party. Got it.
Yes. Yes, sir. It leads to us a great sea to Central and all that. So
he just skipped Thanksgiving and said ugly sweater party. We just going straight to Christmas.
That's right.
When the last time you remember being motherfucking cold during Thanksgiving?
Nah, for real though.
Last year.
Was it cold last year?
Boy, it was cold.
It was not
It
cold.
was cold last year. It was cold last year.
It had a breeze. It had a breeze.
It was like 77 last year.
No, it wasn't. I'm about to look that up because I remember Thanksgiving being cold last year.
I don't remember no Thanksgiving.
I don't remember being cold, but maybe it was. But anyway, big homie, what else you got for us?
Yeah, I got two more. I know y'all know the House of Valentino.
Oh man.
Oh yes, sir.
Yes, Lord.
Yes, sir.
You can't go wrong with Valentino, man. It's like it's woody. It's got like a chocolate note in it. I think it's like a coffee bean type of note in here too. This that grown man smell. It's like for our age range. You know what I'm saying? Like it's not like overly old smelling, but it's like at that right, just palate for us. You know what I'm saying? So
bet rock it to the family cookout.
Yeah. Rock it on the family cookout while you chilling with your boo, you know what I'm saying? Because it don't project, like, you know what I'm saying, it don't like spread out through all the room. You gotta be in close contact to, really smell it. You know what I'm saying?
Okay.
Yeah. Okay.
It's definitely a great date night fragrance right here.
Like you trying to get a little lady a little close to you.
Yeah, close.
Get on your neck,
trying some late in the night and stuff. Yeah, this right here. Yeah.
Okay.
Little dance night. You trying to bring the little lady close.
Oh no, listen. For dance night, look at it, and big homie know this. We're gonna pull out that Chanel Platinum.
Oh
yeah. Okay.
Hey,
I'm just saying, like,
that Chanel Platinum. Now listen,
yes,
I don't get to say stuff like this often, but I put big homie on that one, and he made the cardinal mistake and bought the small bottle first and ran out of that bitch in like a month and was like, oh no, gotta get the big bottle of that thing.
Stuff, bro. I
need to try that one now. I need to try that.
Listen,
I forgot the one I bought everybody 2 years ago.
Bruh, Chanel Platinum is so good. I'm talking about 2 sprays, you good. 2 sprays, you good.
Yeah,
I wear a lot of polos, and I'm telling you, 2 sprays, I'm out the door.
I got this one that's called Jazz Club. It's called I can't remember what brand it is.
That's Replica. I know that.
Yeah, Replica Jazz Club. That one right there.
I like the name.
So what I do is I spray it in my hand. I spray it like about 3 squirts in my hand, get some Vaseline, and that non-scented Vaseline, rub that in, warm that up right there, and get that body, get on your chest right out the shower. You ain't gotta reapply nothing. You ain't gotta reapply. You just go ahead and step out. I saw where that lady go. Ooh.
You speaking big homie language over there. He's like, hey, now you
that's you. That's
telling Tracy
you right now. That's for y'all, man. The secret. Get that Vaseline on that non-scented right there. Rub that in that hand. Get that warmed up.
Listen.
And
the name of this show is Gentleman's Talk. You better learn a couple things about this, man. We know all the tricks of the trade. Don't you worry.
That unscented Vaseline, that unscented lotion. You know what I'm saying? I have to use unscented soap because my skin is pretty sensitive. So that works too whenever you use that. So spray that.
Yeah.
Whenever you get out
because men be like they spray stuff on their clothes. They spray it on their clothes. But when it come down to that hot and heavy time, they take that clothes off and you smell like straight boo boo. Man, get that doo doo talk out of here, man. You get that Vaseline, that lotion.
I'm a big neck guy. I like to spray it on the neck because you know what I'm saying. When you get close, you start smelling neck and stuff.
So right here.
Oh yeah.
And behind your ear, around this area, your neck, and behind your ear area, to where that, like, if you hold them close and they smell you right there, Oh man.
Yeah, because see, when you put it behind the ear, you know what I'm saying? When they give you that hook, unless they short. If they short, they just smell your chest.
It's short, you gotta get it on that chest area. That's that Vaseline
the
area.
chest
That,
area, though.
you gotta
They
get
catch a
in.
good
Hey,
whip
big
of it.
homie, I got a question for you.
Yes, sir.
So recently, instead of getting the spray cologne, my girl got me the oil. For the people out there that don't know the difference, because I got the Jimmy Choo Blue oil.
Yes, sir.
Hey,
Okay.
man.
That should last for 2 weeks.
Yes, sir.
Hey, say, bro, this shit been here 2 months now. Trust me.
Facts.
It's a game changer. Please explain the difference between wearing oils and wearing cologne.
Go ahead, brother. Go ahead.
Well, shoot, cologne, it depends on which concentration you get, because they got eau de toilette, they got eau de parfum, they got the parfum, and the luxury ones, they got the extrait de parfum. You know what I'm saying? So it depends. Like with the EDT, they usually last like maybe 2 to 4 hours.
Yeah.
EDP, the eau de parfum, that's like 6 to 8 hours.
6 to 8 hours.
You know what I'm saying? Then the parfums and all them, that's like 8+ hours. So that could be it could definitely range, but it also depends on your skin type, like the type of skin that you have. If it's like, you gotta keep. Thing is, to have your cologne last, you gotta stay hydrated. You know what I'm saying? You gotta drink plenty of water. Make sure, you know what I'm saying, you're taking care of your skin, keep yourself clean. Wash your ass, fellas. Don't
Oh my God.
Exfoliate, fellas. Exfoliate.
No. Wait. Let's go back to washing your ass, because I don't think this is exaggerated enough. I just gotta tell the people out there, there's a reason why a lot of you people out there, your deodorant don't work. You can't use deodorant to replace a bath. So why would you do the same with cologne?
You might as well just be putting on Axe. Nah, bro, don't do that. Don't cover funk with your cologne. Don't do that.
Bro,
Axe ain't real. Axe ain't real. Stop lying.
Did you wash your ass today?
You ever seen I think it was I don't remember who stand up it was, but it was like, well, when you go and you take a shit, right? And you spray Glade and not for Breeze or something that kills the scent. Now it smells like summer, spring, and ass.
Yeah.
At the same time. That's exactly what happens.
Exactly what it is. No, wash your ass, exfoliate your skin, get that dead skin off your body, bro.
We all went to school with them boys that after fresh off of athletics, they took a bath in Axe and came to class and gave everybody headaches and shit.
Oh, don't forget about Bod. Bod ain't exempted this damn conversation.
Bobby the one too.
Ooh, that Bod steak, cuz.
Man, bro, Bod is like 90% water and some fragrance sprinkled in. So you really was just walking around smelling like a sweaty ass wet dog.
Yeah, honestly,
with a little bit of fragrance.
Yeah,
big homie.
Like, ooh, like if you walk by me, you might smell good for half a second, but at the same time, I'll be confused.
Like, I smell that ass as you walk past me, and I wait as I by you.
Yeah, no, because that's when the onion people really come out.
Hey, big homie, look, I told you, you inspired me, dog. Bam, another Jimmy Choo.
I feel it.
Y'all want to see? Bam, this is the one right here, bro.
Come on, Eros.
That's the one.
That's the one right there.
You inspired me, bro. I've been watching Big Homie since on TikTok. BA Sense. For those of you that don't know, go ahead and spell it out for him one time.
All right, Big Homie. I got a question for you. Give me 5 fall to winter scents that you got right now.
5 fall winter scents, including the 3 I have right now. I have this one called Gris Charnel. Actually, this was the 3rd one that I was gonna show. This one right here.
I saw that at Sephora. I wanted it so bad. That shit is amazing.
Hey, bro, it's expensive, but fam, it's so worth it though. Like,
I got a credit card. It's all right.
I
got a Sephora credit card.
It's worth every penny, bro. I'm trying to tell you. And you know what? Hold on.
Look, that man, he about to go pull out the vault real quick.
Well, pull it out.
Wait. So I can see real quick. Oh, this. Yeah, I like this. Yeah, that's good one too.
That boy Big Homie got a cologne collection like I got a liquor collection.
Well, shoot.
Got something for y'all real quick. This another one good one. Long EDL by Guerlain. It's like a smoky tobacco type fragrance right here. This is perfect for fall.
Definitely for fall, yeah.
Yeah, this one right here. Long EDL. This is one of my favorites right here. It's Baldessarini. I think it's called Ambre. It's like an amber scent. You know what I'm saying? Like, it got cognac in it. Jay, I think you'll love this one right here.
That's my kind of language right there. Got cognac in it.
Got a cognac. No. Yeah, this one.
Okay.
I'm with it.
Okay.
Bro, I'm telling you, you such an inspiration. Here go one for y'all right here. Badang. Tommy Bahama, baby.
It's Bobby Hamas right there. I had that one. Yes, sir.
Yeah. And of course, the one I only pull out when I get dressed up, because this is in true Mr. GQ fashion. This is only once in a blue moon. GQ, you're gonna appreciate this one. Listeners, you're gonna appreciate this one. Oh, one time for the one time.
That's the game changer right
Listen,
there.
If I'm wearing Valentino, I better have a suit on.
Oh yeah,
that one, man.
You're gonna put it on. You're gonna hear that.
You know,
you're gonna put it on.
I've started collecting. I've started my collection of watches and my collection of cologne. Y'all ain't seen. Well, I'm not seeing GQ watch game, but y'all ain't about to be seeing my game in a little bit. Boy, I'm stacking. Invicta, Fossil, Citizen, get on my level.
My watch game.
I need to work on my watch game. I need to work on my watch game. That's my next thing.
I mean, I really just be rocking my favorite Rolly. That'd be my one because I got that.
Y'all hear that? His favorite what? His favorite what?
That Rolly. That Rolly.
Hey.
Yeah,
it ain't got no diamonds in it. It's just a classic.
Whoa! What the hell is that?
Yeah, it's another one that's real good for the spring or the fall time. This bad boy right here, bro.
It's a fancy looking bottle right there.
What they call right there?
What they call? What?
Ombre Tabac.
Ombre Tabac.
Yes, sir.
That sounds foreign as hell.
I might look that one up.
Oh, God damn it.
Love it.
I love this one, man. And it lasts all day. Like, all day.
That's what I'm talking about. See, this is why
you'll be smelling it all day, bro.
This is why we like to bring so many different people onto the panel, because we all like to show you guys different perspectives of different things so that you understand, when we come have a conversation at the round table, we always want you to leave with something. We're not here to bash certain people, things of that third. Yeah. We also like to educate, make sure people really see. Because we got some more stuff coming down the pipe that y'all ain't prepared for. We're gonna do it anyway.
I got one more question for the big homie here. All right. So just recently with my boy Mr. Gent, as his name says, and I'm trying my hardest not to say his real name because I almost did. He put me on some game, and I want you to elaborate on this.
Mm-hmm.
On how to keep your scent on all day. Mr. Gent, you know what I'm talking about. That's Sunday just gone. He said, man, look, here's how you do it. You take this right here, you put a little Vaseline on your skin, your neck where you spray it, and you spray. So other than the Vaseline, because, people like me got big pores. I ain't putting Vaseline on my face, on my neck, or my arms. I got big pores. That I will break out and pimple up. So what else do you suggest other than exfoliating the good bad like I do already? Because I actually do wash my ass, unlike most people, apparently.
Yeah, for sure.
Good.
Like, keep your body hydrated. Drink plenty of water. Unscented lotion works really well. You know what I'm saying? You get some unscented lotion, and another thing I use is it's like body oil, like body cream.
Yeah.
that, like you can have it match. Like some of them match with the fragrances. So you rub that on your hot spots and all that, and you spray. I guarantee you, all day, bro.
All day.
Get you some body cream and stuff like that. Have it match with your scent or whatever it is. You know what I'm saying?
That's what I have with the Tommy Bahama. Absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that'll definitely work.
So before we close out, I'm gonna start with Big Homie, and then I'm gonna go down to Mr. Gent, then I'm gonna go to DJ Micah B, and then I'm gonna close this out. What is your current daily scent? What's the current one that you rocking with?
I gotta go get that one.
Yeah, right.
Current daily scent for me.
Of course.
Yeah. This bad boy right here.
What you got, Mr. Jim? Let me see.
Mine's is the one for men, the Dolce and Gabbana. That right there.
You got the EDT.
Huh?
It's the EDT version or the EDP version?
EDT.
Okay.
EDT. When I say like that's my year round scent, like my date nights, anything like that. Put that on right there. Like I said, like spray it in my hand with the Vaseline or the lotion right there, get it right and in the skin. Then I spray a little bit, in the hot spots in the shirt. When I'm talking about a head turner or one of those, oh, you smell so good. It might get you in trouble. Be careful. Be careful where you wear this at. It might get you in trouble because you're gonna have a woman. Oh my God. Oh yeah, that's it right there. Yeah, so be careful with that one. Be careful with that. That's a gem. Be careful with that one.
All right.
Well, I'm gonna go with a classic here. A lot of y'all might call it white boying up, but my scent right now, and it's good, it's definitely good for the wintertime, is this one here. Hollister Festival Night. That's my everyday scent right now in the fall. Nothing too fancy, very affordable, $30-$35 range. And every time I wear it, somebody turn their head, what the hell you got on? Oh, I appreciate you. I mean, I smell good.
Yeah.
So my daily is a little bougie, but it is what it is. I'm rocking that. I'm rocking that Spice Bomb. That's my daily.
Oh
yeah. I'm saying that. If you
know,
you know. I ain't even got to explain.
That's a little bougie.
Yeah. That Eros.
That's my daily because it's just. I mean, hey, it lives up to that name, boy. That it just smells phenomenal. It is because it is an expensive bottle, but I'm still. I mean, I'm on bottle number 2, so I'm doing good. Because I got to, when you have variety, things can last longer.
You know what I love? You know what I love about this conversation? Not once were your real big name brands really mentioned other than Dolce & Gabbana, because most people be like, oh, I'm going to go buy Polo. I'm going to go buy Tommy Hilfiger. And it's just like, yo, there is so much more to the world in cologne than your normal everyday brands that y'all think are high class. There's a whole bunch of colognes that are 200 plus. There ain't none of the brands that y'all ever heard of. It is amazing.
Even if you go to your local Bath and Body Works and get you that mahogany teak wood,
boy, you better tell them. Boy, you better tell them.
I'll turn more heads than your local, your modern brands that are $200. The good bottle of mahogany teak wood is $75.
Yeah, for real.
And I'm telling you that would.
I use the little air freshener size in my car. Every time I get out the car at the end of the day, I put my sprays and clothes in and let it. When I get in the car, I just like, it just
that's me.
Hey, going back to what Big Homie said, don't forget, you can get the mahogany teak wood body wash too to match that. I'm just saying.
Yeah.
You got to match the scents. You got to match the scents. Get the lotion. If you gotta get the lotion, get the hand sanitizer, you gotta get the hand sanitizer.
Not to mention, we've mentioned it on this show numerous times. If you ain't kind of took a look around at your local, Ross and Burlington Co. factory, you slipping, because some of them same $200 bottles, you catch them things for the low at these same locations.
That little TJ Maxx around the corner.
a lot of polos and Marshalls.
That's why there's a lot of polos. Anybody buying that shit?
It's really not, but it still smell good.
Hey! Somebody got to start somewhere, dog.
Oh yeah,
for sure.
I'd rather go spend my $30 on a bottle of cool water before I buy some damn polo.
Well, I just hey, look. I would just like to say, and Big Homie knows this. We went to 2 years ago. We went to Baybrook Mall. I think it was Baybrook or Deerbrook, whatever it was.
Yeah, it was Baybrook.
And okay, we went to Baybrook and we were walking around. And this is how long he's been into since. This is the reason why I bring this story up. We walk up to the counter. I said, "Hey, yo, Big Homie." I don't want to say your government name. I ain't gonna say your government. I said, "Big Homie, what's a good scent?" He was like, "Man, that's the one, right?" You remember what that was? I can't remember what it was.
That was a Zara Wanted by Night.
There it is, a Zara Wanted.
So I said,
so I said, "That's a good one." He said, "Yeah." I said, "All right." I told the guy, I said, "Hey, give me 3 of them." And for Christmas, my LXG brothers, GQ, Big Homie, Joseph, they all got one from me. And
I still got that bottle. I haven't even ran out of that bottle yet.
They love it.
I wear that one quarterly.
I was doing a DoorDash, and this lady was like, "That's you that smell good like that?" I was like, "Yes, ma'am." She's like, "What do you have on?" And I just happened to have that on.
Mm-hmm.
She's like, "You smell so good."
And the bottle looks amazing. It's bullet.
What she was really doing was envisioning you with nothing on.
Exactly what it is. So one thing.
Oh, for the boy, I was like, wow.
one thing I could put y'all gents on. It was like, if you don't have to buy $100 bottle, you don't need to do all that stuff. Go to your local beauty supply and get the body oils, because some of the scents that we're talking about here are in the body oils for $3-4.
Mm-hmm.
And you can go to get the body oils and go ahead and get it on there. So like Creed, $100-something bottle. You can go to the local boot supply and get it for $4-5, and I'm hitting that. I'm in there, and you smell good.
And it's
all
gonna
day.
last. It's gonna last.
It's gonna last because it's more concentrated. It's more concentrated. The body oil is more
concentrated. The good thing about the oils. The great thing about the oils is when they come like this, they're big enough to go in your bag to travel with. They're only 3 ounces. They're big enough to go in wherever you go. You grab one, you like it, probably $10. You get about it up.
Yeah, you feel like your smell ain't there no more. Reapply, and you be about your business.
And the greatest tip of them all, the oils do last longer in scents.
They do. They're more concentrated in the smell.
Because you don't sweat. You don't sweat off oil.
No, there's a reason why oil and water don't blend.
That's why I like that Vaseline. Get it on your chest and stuff like that. You sweating and stuff out. You start sweating, they start smelling that scent. You're like, oh, you don't stink. No, you don't stink. You smell real good. I'm sweating this cologne. I got a little natural scent,
I smell like a 5-star restaurant. You can eat me.
Oh yeah, you can eat me. I got something you can eat. Hold on.
I'll come back.
All right, man, let's get to these final thoughts and get the hell up out of here.
Absolutely, man. Let's get these final thoughts, man. DJ Michael B, you want to kick us off?
Yeah, I can. Big Homie. Boy, I had to check myself. Mr. Gent. Appreciate y'all coming through. Make sure y'all tune in next week, because if you missed last year's Thanksgiving special, you might want to go back and check that one, because there's a lot of good things in that episode. Me and GQ were both drunk, and hey, why not do it again? You know what I'm saying? So
it might be live on location again.
It might be. So we appreciate y'all for coming through, man. Mr. Gent, you was here last week. You wanted to come back again this week. Hey, stop by anytime, bro. We have no problem bringing y'all in on these reaction videos, bringing y'all in on the show. Big Homie, you know what time it is. Hold up. God damn it. I got a nomination. That one there on the bottom right. And of course, tomorrow PVT on From the Sidelines channel on YouTube. PVT normally starts between 8:30 and 9. And of course on Friday, don't miss the best damn football show on the internet. And I'm gonna keep saying it because it's the damn truth, and y'all know it's the truth. with my boy up here, my co-host, the best co-host of them all, Mr. GQ. Of course, with OG Mel and my boy Moo. Each and every Friday. Tune in. They're going to break down the coverages. They're going to tell you what defenses are. They're going to tell you everything. They're going to tell you what shooting the A gap is. They answer all those questions. These are real football heads. I just watch football. I'm a casual watcher. I can tell you who's good and who sucks. But these guys will break it down. They can tell you the best defensive lineman, the best defensive end, the best offensive lineman. They break it down for real. So make sure you tune in that. And, of course, Monday, I will be back right here on From the Sidelines podcast on Basket to Basket, the best damn basketball show on the internet, period. I'm out.
So I'm talking about what you got, Mr. Gent.
Shoot, that's a good show. That was a good conversation. The whole show is steady, just involvement, you know, coming from steady gentlemen, you know, as myself. There's a reason why I'm called Mr. Gent, you know.
So. See, that's why he's my nomination. Let's go.
Already.
Big homie, what you got?
Hey man, it's always a pleasure. You know what I'm saying? The reason why I like, coming on this show and talking to y'all, it really gives me a refresher of what I've got to do as a man, get my priorities in line, and it makes me feel like I'm not alone. You know what I'm saying? Like, so we all going through it. We all go through life. So it's always good to have, a group of fellas to commune with and, get some reassurance. And like I say, I don't feel so alone about this shit. So trust me, I definitely needed it.
Man's mental health, bro. It's a real thing.
Yeah, man.
So you heard it. You got 3 separate perspectives on the same concept. So I'm just going to beat the shit out this dead horse and say it was a great show, great conversation, great all-around energy in the conversation. Big homie, appreciate the constant wisdom on all things smelling good, because that's what we like to talk about anyway, because that's mostly what we talk about in our normal chats anyway. So glad we were able to bring that to light.
Before we go, I know we talked about Big Homie Sims, but he's also an author, Big Homie Wisdom. It is available on Amazon, Kindle, anywhere you can get your digital books. It is available. Make sure you get it. It is a wonderful read. I have read all of them, every single one.
Big Homie Wisdom 1 and 2.
Go ahead, Big Homie. Go ahead and give your TikTok off, because I know you be sharing since.
Oh yeah, BH Josh Sense with the Z at the end. BH Josh.
Y'all go follow that man.
Yes, sir.
So outside of that, ladies and gentlemen, that is all I have. I leave you with this. Fellas, do not be afraid to talk to other gentlemen about gentlemanly things. Point blank, period. I am the one they call Mr. GQ. Ladies and gentlemen, we out.
And motivation in you and inspire the world to do what you can if you